god. Yeah, just one note. Don't play it on stream. Okay.
Can you? Wait.
Okay.
I do. I never. I did not check the options. Can you hold on? I'm gonna do a quick check again of something of the game. I need to remember if you can turn off the
Do it.
NSF part. That's all I forgot.
Oi! Oh! What the? Oh god.
If you can, then yeah, you can technically play it on stream. Oh, that's the spelling. I thought it's Emily, not Amelie.
Emily wants to play or something.
Emily. It's A. It's not. It hasn't appeared yet.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I found. I see it after I do pause and play.
Yeah, I see it too.
I don't know. Maybe
Oh boy.
5 FPS. Oh
The game?
god.
Why is the game on 5? It might be the model.
Yeah, might be your YouTube studio is taking like 80% of your memory maybe.
Yeah, just like when you play Terraria, it took up most of your space.
More than one actually. Yeah, F. Yeah. It so sucks though that you have to actually go back to your PNG self. No! Damn! Just been fallen. I'm basically just playing Terraria. Still on the Terraria grind. Pretty fun. Yep, still playing.
Hold on, I'm gonna just do a quick check on this game. Time to check the game. I'll tell you if you can play it on stream or not.
Oh, I'm scared.
Preferences, distance, in, music.
Uh, yeah.
Alright, yeah. Alright, the answer to my question is no, you can.
No, no.
That's better. Oh, there's nothing you can
Yeah,
do about
perhaps you might want to actually tune down your stream FPS because because you're currently streaming at 60 FPS. No, not video bit rate. Oh shoot. Oh wait, is it? Hold on. Let me open up my. It's on the setting. Basically, under setting, I think it's on the video. Yeah, it's on the video where it say a common FPS value that is basically a 16. I think 16 FPS stream is like a very heavy duty for OBS and your game. Yeah, yeah. You might need to actually stop streaming to actually change your stream FPS. You're running well now? Oh, okay. We basically at the very least, if your stream runs well, then you don't have to actually fix the FPS.
True. Yep. VTuber takes up
Yep.
everything.
Just like that basically just like me with my 3D mall.
That's the reason why you played with your
Hmm?
non-red tuber model.
Say again. Say again. No, it did not run well.
Oh, it's Abby. Oh, wait, never mind.
Oh, did she just leave?
Abby,
Yeah,
excuse
Abby
me,
just joined.
Abby, Abby.
Yeah,
Where?
Huh?
Oh,
yeah,
there she
No.
is.
Oh,
No, there she
there
is.
she
there
is.
she
Hello,
is. Yeah.
Abby.
Mm. Hello,
Mm.
Abby.
Board Okay, now okay. I'm so
A
tired.
horror. Oh wait. Count me in. Count me in. Count me in, please. Man.
Oh, hold on. It's not appearing on stream yet.
No, not yet. I think I might be thinking that the stream delay is like around like around half a minute. Let me check.
It's quite, yeah, it's a really long delay. Yep.
Uh, there is. I'm not entirely sure, but one way to actually increase your delay is by having your OBS just struggle to actually do something.
Oh yeah, that works too.
If your OBS or Streamlabs actually struggle to actually do something, your stream delay will increase. I mean, yeah,
Should.
it will, it will.
Should. It should.
Yeah, I can
I think
I
it,
can see it actually.
I see it. I can see it on stream now.
Not entirely on me.
Refresh it. Just pause and unpause. It might appear.
I'm actually
Sadly, I'm playing Genshin. Good question.
Not entirely sure, to be honest.
I'm not sure too, but oh well.
Lol. Okay, there's Neri. Hmm.
It's not that bad. Nyeh, heh, heh. No, don't do that. Do not do that laugh. Do not do the do not do the stupid anime laugh. I hate the stupid anime laugh. You know what I'm
A
talking
smiling
about.
laugh.
You know what I'm talking about when I say anime.
I know, I know, I know. Don't give me that feeling, please. Mayhaps.
What a rich life. Yes, what a rich life.
Or the chocolate.
I basically like already chuckle up. I just like.
And all I have to say is what a rich life.
Nothing.
70.
A heck a lot of room.
Yeah, you need a room for everything, pretty much. Oh, perfect. Time for party. Oh boy. Guess should not do shit, pretty much.
Picasso? Oh, I see.
Where's their maids? That's what I'm missing here. Oolong. Finest. Maybe. Maybe.
Might so be.
Who knows? Yeah, but the weird part is the way they talk.
Might
Yeah,
so be.
time travel. No. Yeah.
Hmm? Who? Oh, Abby.
What?
Choose me.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Oh,
Oh,
yay!
Scam?
Yay! Drop out.
I think you're muted on stream.
Feels bad if they do.
Oh my
Yeah, we
fucking
can.
god, I was muted on stream!
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, oh, that's amazing. Okay, anyway. Sophia, you truly are filled with surprises. You own your own land and you attend school.
It's right though.
What? What did you say?
Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
Okay.
Don't mind me. Continue. Continue.
Okay. Damn, my beautiful voice acting, you guys couldn't hear it.
No, it's not that. I basically have your archive back. So basically, I could put your voice on your voice, just like bam. There you go.
Oh, nice. Okay.
If I could do that.
Sophia, you truly are filled with surprises. You own your own land and you attend school. How jealous I am. Why don't you do the same?
Silly.
Oh no, I'm not allowed. Of course you are. Anyone can attend within reason. But, well, wouldn't it get in the way of my marriage? You're engaged? Emily shook her head. No, not yet, but I'm already 19. I'm sure my father has prepared my dowry.
Oh, oh, okay, never mind. That explains it all.
An arranged marriage? Yes, naturally. I don't think I'll ever get married.
In the olden days? That's weird.
Really? Doesn't your family object? I don't think they mind as long as I'm happy. You don't have to either, you know? Yeah, freedom, women's rights, equality.
No, I mean people rights, but yeah, sure.
People rights. You've given me much to think about. Much indeed. Now, I wonder where Lilika has disappeared to. Well, it's no matter. The evening is already coming, and soon it will be dark. Shall I draw you a bath? That sounds wonderful. To be honest, I'm not hungry, so can we skip dinner tonight? No, dinner! Of course, if that's what you wish.
Dinner.
Let me show you to the bathroom. No, you gotta get the food.
Time to eat some nom noms.
Nom nom. You
Nom
may
nom.
not believe it, but my
The
father
nom
had
nommies.
taps installed. Isn't that wonderful? Like taps for a bath? That's right. We used to have our maids fill the bath, but now there's no need. Ha ha ha! Emily, you're so strange. I have taps in my house too. Truly, you must live quite the lavish lifestyle yourself. I don't know
Sounds
about
like-
that.
Looks like someone lives in the. Yeah, it sounds like time travel.
Yeah. This is the bathroom. Allow me to draw the bath for you. One moment. With haste, Emily entered the room and began to fill the copper bath. It sat in the middle of a spacious bathroom. It was something Emily was particularly proud of. She smiled as it filled before rejoining her companion. Feel free to go
What's the
inside and make
horror?
yourself comfortable. I will return with a towel in a moment. Thanks,
I'm
Emily.
still waiting for the
Yourself at
horror
home.
moment. I don't see it.
She disappeared inside the room, leaving Emily alone in the hall. Emily... Oh, what? Why did I read her name? I should light the sconces too. I don't even know what sconces are. Where did I put those matches? Uh-oh. Right here.
Uh-oh.
Ah! You gave me a fright, Lilica. Where have you been? Preparing the guest room for you, my dear friend, of course. How kind. Sophia's just preparing for a bath at the present. I'm going to retrieve a towel for her from the linen closet. Linen closet. Emily, I think it's best you send her home post-haste. What? Why would I do that? For all you know, she brings with her the plague. Sophia says it is now safe to
Plague?
travel. She believes father and mother will be returning soon. I believe it is perfectly safe. And what if she lies? She wouldn't do that. Sophia is a kind and good-natured person. She would not bring any danger to us. Did you know that Sophia attends a local university? And she lives by herself with no husband. She says that if I wanted, I could also study. The lady of the house should not study, Emily. You must stay inside the house and await your parents. But I'm sure mother would want the best for me. Perhaps while I wait her, I could go inspect Sophia's school. Emily. You must stay inside and await your parents' return. But don't you trust me? Have I ever tried to lead you astray? No, Lilica. I was just thinking that perhaps it is truly beginning to be safe. Look, I have brought today's newspaper. Do you see the title? The plague runs rampant. Put any notion of leaving or studying away for now, yes? As soon as it is truly safe to do so, then we shall, and you will be reunited with your family. For now, it is just you and me. Oh, she wants to keep her here. Thanks, Lilica. I'm glad you're here. It's like Monica. As am I. Ah, the towel. Let me go retrieve it. Go ahead. The linen cupboard was filled with various towels and bedding, all clean and properly folded thanks to Lilica. Which would suit her? Oh. Which would suit her? A pink towel or a blue towel? Pink. This one, it reminds me of her eyes. I like pink. With her chosen towel in hand, Emily returned to the bathroom door, where Lilica awaited her. She first knocked at the door, then when there was no reply, she opened it carefully. Oh, we're gonna find her dead. The sound of the tap running still came from inside. Excuse me, I'm coming in. Sophia, I knocked, but I didn't hear a reply. I've brought you a towel. Ah! Oh, she's still alive. Okay.
Aw.
Emily first
Man,
saw a
thought she was
slender
dead.
My
marble-like
heart
back.
just went so fast right now.
Why? Wait, why?
It gave me oh my god, that vibes is not really that great. It gave me a really bad vibes.
It's a horror game.
don't see the
A
horror aspect
DDLC.
yet.
Yeah, it
Oh,
gives
I
me
don't
that
see.
vibe.
Oh, you're talking
Oh
about
god.
you're talking
Doki
about that
Doki.
specific scene. No, I played
Yes,
DDLC.
that.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the horror aspect. I don't
Oh,
see it yet.
Yeah, not yet, not yet. Emily first saw a
not
slender
yet.
marble-like back, then she noticed the blue hair that fell on those bare shoulders, one side tucked carefully behind an ear. Oh, Sophia, please forgive me. I didn't realize you had already entered the bath. No, it's okay. I'm sorry. You just surprised me. I'll leave the towel over here. Thanks. Did you tell her that she must depart?
Ah.
No,
Ah.
Is something the matter? Are you feeling
Ah.
unwell?
Ah.
Your face is bright red. Oh. Questioning your sexuality. Sophia will stay until she decides to leave. As you wish. I'm sorry, Lilica, but the image of that small and beautiful bag filled up Emily's mind. Ooh. Gay panic. I believe it is only fair after she traveled so far, and she is my friend. I will finish preparing the guest room. Let me come help, Sophia. When you're done in there, you can... Oh, let me come help. Sophia, when you're done in there, you can come to your room. From the other side of the door, Sophia's voice came in return. Okay, thanks, Emily. The guest bedroom was freshly cleaned and with new linen on the bed and a new lit lantern beside it. You did a fine job of preparing the room so far. Thank you, Lilica. Anything for you. I was thinking, tomorrow, if the rain has cleared up, we could open the greenhouse again and have morning tea there. It's been so long since we last used it. Didn't we already speak of this? You cannot leave the house. But surely the greenhouse would be safe. No one else uses it, and it is only a few steps from the back door. It is unsafe. You know this. What's gotten into you? Is it because of your friend? I just thought it would be nice to at least sit in the sun. Then you may sit by the window in the dining hall. Is it really so unsafe that even taking a foot outdoors would be dangerous? Yes. Sophia, I see you're done with the bath. Emily shook her head, trying to remove the image that was still plastered to it. Were you talking about the greenhouse? Yes. Did you see it when you arrived?
Did you hear about the greenhouse?
I did, but it looked as if I did, but it looked as if the plants inside had died. Oh, that's impossible. It's barely been any time at all since the gardeners left. I'm sure the plants inside are more sturdy than that. Well, even if they have died, maybe we could go in and replant some things tomorrow. How wonderful. Have you not heard a word I said? It is unsafe to do so. Oh. Oh, don't be such a spoil sport. I think it would be perfectly fine. I'm starting to use like a British accent.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Well, it's getting late now, so I'll leave you to retire. If you need anything, my room is just upstairs on the left. Good night, Sophia. Lilica left first. The door, which was still hanging slightly open, shifted as she went. Emily, would you stay for a while? Is something the matter? Just a little homesick.
Yes, I feel not much.
Sophia
Wait.
sunk into the bed, sighing as her head hit the pillow. Of course, why don't we chat for a while? Then come join me. Sophia gently pet the spot beside her. Oh my god. Sophia gently pet the spot beside her in the bed. In the bed? I thought it was on the bed. In the bed? Okay. The bed was still rather firm, unused by many guests. Emily took a deep breath to calm her racing heart before she finally looked towards Sophia. Thanks for everything. Thanks for staying with me for a while. It's nothing to worry about. Truly, I want to spend more time with you too. Really? You don't find me boring? You are the most interesting person I've ever met. Don't be silly. I am being completely honest. You truly are so unique. Hmm, I think the same about you. I've never met anyone like you, really. You wrote so much about yourself, and yet seeing you in person, I feel there is still so much I don't know. There's plenty of time for us to tell each other everything. Then tell me something about yourself, something you've never told anyone. I'm partially blind in my right eye. Ooh. Really? How well can you see? It's okay, just a little blurry, really. You tell me something. Well, when I was 12, I stole the cookie jar from the kitchen and blamed my brother. He was scolded for hours. Ha 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 ha, what a mischievous child. I'm sure your brother wasn't all too pleased. Actually, it was his idea. He knew I wanted it and told me to tell my parents it was him if I was asked. Oh, that's a nice brother. What a good brother. Where's he now? Did he go away with your parents? Emily shook her head. He died when he was 16. No! Oh,
Aww.
I'm so sorry, Emily. What happened? Scarlet fever. So my family was left with only me as an heir. Scarlet fever. And what worth is a female heir? You're worth plenty. More than plenty. Thank you, Sophia, but some days I am unsure. It's your turn again. Truthfully, I said before I didn't want to get married, but that's not exactly right. I do. Oh? I just don't want a husband. Ah, they're gay.
Hey.
Then, I'm sorry, does it make you uncomfortable? No. I have also thought that I don't want a husband. Whenever my father has brought it up, I felt sick to my stomach. How about coming away with me for a while? Away? Outside of the house? What about the sickness? It's okay now, you'll be fine. You'll be okay. You could come stay at my house. I could show you around my school. You don't have to go through an arranged marriage if you don't want to. You would do that for me? You are my dearest friend, and I actually... Uh-oh. Lilica? At some point, the two women had gotten close enough together that they could feel each other's breath on their lips. The two parted with reddened cheeks, Emily quickly brushing her skirt off and standing up. I should be going to bed. Please, rest well. We can talk more about it in the morning, right? Right. Good night, Emily. I'll see you tomorrow. Lilica?
This is very sus.
It is late. You should retire to your bedroom. Yes, I shall. It's nice having someone else around, isn't it? I feel as if the manor is coming back to life. I hope we see Mother and Father soon.
Oh, they're dead.
I'm sure we will. Shall I see you to bed? Yes, please. The hallway was darkened, with only a few sconces and candles lit along the way. Usually that would fill Emily with a sense of comfort, but right now the flickering flames seemed to make her feel distressed. Whether that was because of the way her mind was racing or the way her heart was beating, she didn't know. As she rose up to the grand staircase, her eyes lingered on the large stained glass window. The moon shone through the colored glass, leaving a rainbow of colors over the steps. It caught her attention for only a moment before she retreated to her bedroom. Lilica, may I ask you a question? Certainly. Have you ever heard of a woman loving another woman as a woman would love a man? Where did you hear about such a thing? Nowhere in particular. It was just a thought that came into my mind. I think you are overtired because of all that excitement, Emily. I think it would be best you get some rest. Yes, all right. Good night, Lilica. Good night, Emily.
Be gay.
Being gay. Good morning, Lilica. I was just on my way to see if Sophia has awakened yet. Emily. Sophia disappeared during the night, I believe. I believe she went to the same place your parents went. What? That cannot be right. Don't run, Emily. Emily dashed down the hall and knocked quickly on the door to the guest bedroom, which fell open with no resistance. Inside, the bedding was disheveled and her luggage was strewn about. Oh, she looks different here.
Panic.
It's not true. She wouldn't just leave without saying goodbye. Dearie me, I'm sorry. I told you it was a bad idea for anyone to visit, didn't I? Oh, Lilica, this isn't fair. I thought she said we would... There. Come here. Lilica wrapped her thin arms around the young woman, gently patting her on the back. See?
This Lilica lady's sus.
You shouldn't depend on anyone else. I'm here. I won't ever leave you. Oh, sussy bago.
This Lilica lady is sus.
Damn.
yandere,
She
boys.
yandere.
Yeah, we have a yandere.
Emily clutched at her back, tears already falling from her eyes. We'll be together forever.
Oh yeah,
Dun,
it's a
dun,
yandere.
dun.
Boys. There we go.
Sighed. Emily, one of one, together forever. Oh!
Together forever.
Oh!
Oh yeah, you can see it in her eyes. She's a yandere.
You're Sophia. Oh, interesting. So you can see their different perspectives. The rain never seems to cease at this time of the year. It pours from the sky in its unending grief, as if longing for something unseen. Thunder roared in the distance, enough so to make the young woman flinch, but not enough to make her waver. The taxi gently rocked as the road turned to rubble, and the rubble turned to overgrown dirt track. Outside of the window, Sophia could barely see a few feet away through the raging storm. It made her feel uneasy. In her lap, a letter. She read the words again, despite knowing them off by heart. Dear Sophia, how glad I am to hear that you are well. I am healthy, although I believe I may have a problem of the heart, and it has gotten quite lonely waiting here for my parents to return. I am thankful to have Lilica residing with me, but I still await the day where my family will be reunited. But you say that it is safe enough for you to visit? Truly? I have never even dared to dream of being able to see you in the flesh. If it is true, then I will await you at the address written on the back of this letter. Yours, Emily. You sure you have the address right? We're in the middle of nowhere. Sophia stared at the fragile, handwritten address that Emily had left her, had trusted to her. Yes, this is the right way. I'm sure of it. Her heart wouldn't settle. Meeting what could be a stranger in the middle of nowhere on a day like this. Who wouldn't be nervous? Oh, she's gonna get murdered. Yet there was something else. Eagerness, a thrill. Something beyond mere nerves that turned into an excitement. She could barely imagine in the hand that had penned the letters she had been receiving for years on end, let alone a face. But for some reason her heart still beat hard when reading the words that the mysterious young lady of 19 from a manor far out in the middle of nowhere wrote to her. Desperate to calm her jitters, she pulled out her phone, looking to send her worried family one last message of reassurance, only to find that it wouldn't switch on. No, good sign. I'm sure it was fully charged. The rain was falling even more heavily now. In the distance, a building sprang into view. It was surrounded by a tall metal fence with an ornate gate firmly shut at the front. Just then, the taxi sputtered and rolled to a stop, smoke rising from the hood. What the? I had this service a week ago! Is something wrong? Sorry, miss. Looks like we're out of action. It's okay. I think we're nearly there anyway. Pulling the cash from her wallet, she handed over her fare and stepped out of the car. The rain bucketed down from above, soaking her to the very core. She shivered as she dashed towards the iron gate. Surprisingly, it pushed open with little effort and not even a creak. Sophia stopped in front of the large wooden door, finally free from the seemingly never-ending downpour. From afar, that door had seemed inviting enough, but now it looked awfully large and imposing. And yet she raised her fist and knocked anyway. Silence followed. Is this not the right place after all? The door swung open, this time with a low, menacing groan. On the other side of that door was a fair girl with long brown hair and golden eyes. Sophia, forgetting about the fact that she was soaking wet, rushed forward and embraced the girl. Emily! Sophia? Emily's gentle arms wrapped around Sophia's back in return, and finally all of Sophia's worries melted away. My, you're completely drenched. Did you forget your umbrella, perchance? Or perhaps her umbrella got carried away by the wind. Behind Sophia, the front door swung shut without any assistance. I didn't even think to bring an umbrella. The forecast says sunny all day. My fault for believing it, I guess. I can't believe you're truly here. Me either. About time, right? You're just as pretty as I knew you'd. Oh, you're just as pretty as I knew you'd be. And you too. But what are you wearing? Ahaha, seeing your house, I feel like I should have dressed up a little more. No, perhaps it is I that is overdressed. Sophia smiled. Somehow her dress sense seemed to fit her writing style perfectly, old-fashioned and yet neat and respectable. Sophia felt a slight heat rising to her cheeks. She really was so refined and elegant. Pardon my manners. My dear friend Lilica is here too. I believe I wrote about her in the past. I remember. I've kept all of your letters safe. Don't worry. As you should. Ahaha, sorry, but is there any chance you could have a towel? Of course, my apologies. I would usually have someone here to attend to us, but everyone's been sent home. Only the 3 of us remain. Let me fetch you a towel. Amelie withdrew from the hug. She was a little taller than Sophia, despite both being the same age. Sophia appeared up at her from below before she disappeared down a hallway and into another room. This really is a manor. When she told me about her house, I almost didn't believe it. A layer of dust rested against the tabletop, along with a few other items. On the settee, a newspaper sat open. Look at the newspaper. The settee was a deep emerald green. It looked almost unused, despite its apparent age. On it rested a newspaper, open in a few pages. Sophia turned her head to read the headline, but from afar she could only read the word plague. She reached across to pick up the newspaper. Behind Sophia, the window began to shake in the wind as her fingertips grazed the surface. It's so windy. She spun around just in time to see the front door fly open and the howling wind filling the entryway. She scrambled to the door and with great effort shut it again. Phew. Emily? When Sophia spun back around, the newspaper and the items on the table were gone. Sophia? Oh, Emily. Please, use this. Thanks, I'll bring an umbrella next time, I promise. Sophia took the towel in her hand and it was soft but somewhat old. She lightly dried her hair and clothes but still found herself cold. Then, if you're now dried off, would you care for a tour of the house before afternoon tea? That sounds great! On your right is the pantry, and down that hall is the boiler room, but you shouldn't have any need for those spaces. The two walked side by side, alone in such a big manor. These are all guest bedrooms. I have prepared one for your use. If you find anything not to your standards, you can let yourself or Lilica know. Let myself. Emily, I have a feeling your standards are much higher than mine. I've never even been in a house that looks like this. No? Is your home not similar? Well, it's a lot smaller. There's no shame in that. You own your own property, yes? Yeah, I recently bought it. With your husband? What? Of course not. I'm not married. Your father allowed you to buy property on your own? Aha, Emily, you speak just like how you write. I'm so surprised. And you speak quite casually. People usually say that about me. Being here around you makes me want to be more formal. What need is there of formality between friends? That's true too. This is the morning room and the next door is the dining room. We'll be having afternoon tea in the sitting room here. So many rooms. Upstairs is my bedroom and the master bedroom. I must ask that you don't enter the master bedroom as it belongs to my parents who are currently away. I mean, this is all stuff we've read before. From the landing below, Sophia could see the door to the master bedroom. For some reason, her eyes were glued to it. Uh-oh. Come inside. Come open the door. We're waiting for you.
Wait, the horror aspect is starting?
Maybe? Of course, I won't go poking around anyway. Sophia shook her head and time seemed to resume around her. All this walking has made me parched. Shall we take afternoon tea now? Sure, that sounds good. Why don't you have a seat while Lilith and I prepare our food? Oh, I can come help.
God.
Defy your fate. Ooh. Nonsense, you are my guest. It would be remiss of me to allow you to lift a finger. Okay, defy my fate. If you insist, but I'm happy to help anytime. Thank you. I will be back soon. Please rest. Emily... Yes? It's nothing. Take your time. Actually, is it okay if I ask you something? Oh, it changed. Okay. Of course it is. Is there someone else in the house with us? There's no one else apart from myself and you and Lilica. And Lilica is... She's gone to the kitchen. Didn't you see her enter? Right, my vision must be playing up. Is something the matter? No, it's fine. I'll wait for you inside. Oh, Lilica... She can't see Lilica.
Interesting.
The room was spacious, and the dead silent apart from Sophia's footsteps as she crossed... Wait. The room was spacious and dead silent apart from Sophia's footsteps as she crossed the wooden floor. Each step was deliberate and slow as her eyes searched through the room. Nothing in particular stood out. Large windows showed a glimpse of the outside world through thick curtains. The rain was still coming down hard, obscuring her view. The windows shook every now and then, but the wind had seemed to die down a little. Oh, that sounds creepy.
Does.
Behind her, a chair at the dining table had been pulled out as if it were waiting for her to sit down. Oh, that is creepy. Emily, was that you? Emily? Her hand rested against her chest, begging her heart to calm. Or Lilica? Whether a hollow laugh sounded through the room or not, she wasn't sure. She quietly sat down in the seat that was left for her. The table was already set, but once again she noticed a thin layer of dust on the surface. Through the silence, Sophia could hear it again. Footsteps, but this time from directly above. The master bedroom? Oh my god.
Hey, the horror aspect is starting now.
The horror
Please.
aspect is starting. I want to wait for a stream to catch up.
Nice.
How delayed is it? Like a minute?
Question.
Super delayed.
Is it super delayed?
Super delayed.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's catching up, Okay, there we go. In front of her eyes, very eyes, Sophia watched the scene unfold. A woman, not older than 40, removed her shoes and stepped onto the table, yet nothing was disturbed. She reached up and took hold of the noose. The rope wrapped around her neck like the finest pearl necklace. Join me. The woman's eyes locked onto Sophia as her hand was outstretched, waiting to be taken. A rusty smell filled her nose, accented with the faint smell of perfume. Sophia shivered in response, her breath frosty on her lips. She reached for the hand slowly. I'm back. Ah! Oh. Sophia? Sophia? Defy your fate. Oh, Emily. I'm sorry, you scared me. Is everything alright? Sophia stared at the spot the woman was only a moment ago. Both she and the noose had disappeared. Emily, something is the matter, isn't it? Did something happen within this room? Happen? What exactly do you mean? Did a woman with brown hair tied into a bun and a dark green dress ever live here? Well, it sounds to me like you're describing my mother. Your mother? Yes, she's just as you described, but you couldn't have seen her here. She's still away.
Huh,
Right.
so she's dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
Got it.
Let me pour us a drink. Let me pour us tea before it gets cold. Will Lilica be joining us? I believe so. Was she here a moment ago? No, she wasn't here.
Lilica lady.
How strange. She told me she was coming to sit with you. Perhaps she's gotten herself busy with something else. Should we wait? Should we wait? There's no need. It would be sad to let the tea go cold. Sophia watched as the tea filled 2 out of 3 of the cups. The third cup sat empty. For some reason, the very sight filled her with dread. She picked up the cup and brought it to her lips. It was oolong tea. The taste was bitter and musty. With her heart on edge, she placed the cup back down on the saucer, smiling towards Amelie. Did you have much trouble getting here? A little. My ride broke down, so I had to walk for a bit. Broke down? I'm extremely sorry. If the staff had been here, I would have sent someone to collect you. It's okay. It's just a little rain. I just wouldn't want you catching a fever. My medicine store has been running low of late. No worry. I usually carry ibuprofen with me. Ibuprofen? I haven't heard of it. Anyway, I'm glad you arrived here safely. I'll draw a bath for you later to make sure you are warmed up properly. Thank you. Emily sipped at her tea before looking down at it with a confused expression. A little stale. I'll ask my father to procure a new batch when he arrives home. Where are your parents, by the way? Well, we were separated due to the plague. They took the staff to wait until a cure is found, and left me here with Lilica as to not catch the disease. Right, I understand. I spent a lot of time separated from my family due to the pandemic, too. It warms my heart to find another thing in common with you, Sophia. I was surprised to hear that it's safe enough for you to visit. Perhaps that means my parents will be back soon, too. I think so. The world seems to be opening back up again. So what do you do, locked up in this big house all the time? Well, I usually spend my time sewing or playing music. I used to write, but... Well, my parents wondered if it was feminine enough. I don't really think that matters. If you enjoy it, then I say you should do it. Sophia, then what about you? Well, I'm studying art at university right now, so I guess that's what I spend most of my time on. You attend university? Yeah, although I'm thinking about dropping out. Sophia, you truly are filled with surprises. You own your own land and you attend at school. How jealous I am. Why don't you do the same? Oh no, I'm not allowed. Of course you are. Anyone can attend, within reason. But, well, wouldn't it get in the way of my marriage? You're engaged? Emily shook her head. No, not yet, but I'm already 19. I'm sure my father has prepared my dowry. An arranged marriage? Yes, naturally. I don't think I'll ever get married. Really? Doesn't your family object? I don't think they really mind as long as I'm happy. You don't have to either, you know. You've given me much to think about. Much indeed. Now, I wonder where Lilica has disappeared to. Well, it's no matter. The evening is already coming, and soon it will be dark. Shall I draw you a bath? That sounds wonderful. To be honest, I'm not hungry, so can we skip dinner tonight? Of course, if that's what you wish. Let me show you to the bathroom. Before she left the room, Sophia took one last look back at where that noose once hung. You may not believe it, but my father had taps installed. Isn't that wonderful? Like taps for a bath? That's right, we used to have our maids fill the bath, but now there's no need. Emily, you're so strange. I have taps in my house too. Truly, you must live quite the lavish lifestyle yourself. I don't know about that. This is the bathroom. Allow me to draw the bath for you. One moment. Alone in the hallway, Sophia peered back up the ground staircase, past a large stained glass window, and at the dark door shut tight. A moment later, Emily popped back out of the bathroom. Feel free to go inside and make yourself comfortable. I'll return with a towel in a moment. Thanks, Emily. Water spilled from the rusted pipes into the steel-lined wooden bathtub. Everything else was silent. Sophia took careful steps toward and peered into the path. All seemed normal. With a sigh, she finally let her shoulders relax, yet in her mind all she could see was that woman, with her outstretched hand reaching towards her. She clutched her hand to her chest. It still shook. Sophia stumbled forward until her hands rested on either side of the washroom basin, her fingers held on tight until her knuckles were bone white. It's okay, Sophia, you're just tired. Her eyes traveled up to the mirror. It was embellished with a golden frame. She stared at her reflection. She was still herself. It was all a figment of her imagination. That's when she saw it. In the mirror, standing behind her, was a young woman with long blonde hair that nearly reached down to the floor and deep blood-red eyes. She didn't try to speak or make any movement. She just stared with her big, dark eyes. Who? Sophia wanted to spin around to confront the girl, but her whole body was frozen stiff. The young woman finally started to move. One step at a time, maintaining eye contact through the mirror, she crept closer. Closer and closer, until Sophia swore she could feel her breath on the back of her neck. Her mouth seemed to be moving, but no words escaped her lips. Who are you? She spun around, but no one was there. The water overflowed from the bathtub, filling out over the floor. Sophia rushed forward to turn off the tap and noticed it. The water that came out from the tap was red. A dark, deep red. She hurriedly turned the tap for what felt like forever, and finally it stopped. Sophia stared at the dark liquid inside the tub. Without thought, her hand dipped in it. When she withdrew, each finger was dyed red. Something about it captivated Sophia. She undressed one layer at a time, peeling away the still damp clothing, and stepped forward and into the bathtub. She sank down, until everything under her shoulders was submerged within the liquid. It felt heavier than water, much heavier. As she stared directly ahead, those blood-red eyes reflected in her mind. Why not just end it here? You're scared, aren't you? Just sink down. Accept your fate. Accept it. She could no longer hear the sound of the door opening as her face sunk down into the liquid, her eyes shut. Sophia? I knocked, but I didn't hear a reply. I've brought you a towel. Ah! Sophia's eyes sprung open. The water was clear and the tap was still running, causing it to overflow onto the floor once again. Sophia drew her knees to her chest, still facing away from Emily's voice. Heat rose to her cheeks. Being seen like this by her... Oh, Sophia, please forgive me. I didn't realize you had already entered the bath. No, it's okay. I'm sorry. You just surprised me. I'll leave the towel over here. Thanks. The door shut again. Sophia finally turned back to look at where Emily once stood. No one was there anymore. Not Emily, not a woman in a long green dress, or a young lady with blonde hair. She sighed. What's going on? She sank into the water, although this time fully conscious of what she was doing. Not feeling all that much better, she stepped out and took hold of the towel that Emily had left for her. Water fell from her body as she stared at the cloth. The towel was pink, similar to her favorite hoodie. The towel was old and full of holes and what seemed to be burn marks. Reluctantly, she wrapped it around her body. From outside the door, Emily's voice called out to her. Let me come help. Wait, Sophia, when you're done in there, you can come to your room. Okay, thanks, Emily. Who is she helping? Lilica? She shivered. The room had become awfully cold, and the towel did little to bring her warmth. She picked up her discarded clothes and redressed. Her clothes felt foreign and wrong on her. Sophia took a deep breath, then swallowed hard. I'm okay. Hey, hi. I'm sorry I didn't see you in chat. Oh, I should tell them that.
Interesting.
The hall was already darkened with no light spilling in from the windows. A few sconces attached to the walls were lit with live flames, but it offered little in the way of calming her. Step, step, step. The floor creaked under her weight. She stopped outside of her bedroom. Inside, she could hear talking. She put her ear to the door. Didn't we already speak of this? You can't. Oh, she's talking to herself. Didn't we already speak of this? You cannot leave the house. But surely the greenhouse would be safe. No one else uses it, and it's only a few steps from the back door. It is unsafe. You know this. What's gotten into you? Is it because of your friend? Oh. Well, whatever. It's the same person anyway.
Wait, Emily's talking to herself?
Yeah, Emily's talking to herself.
Interesting.
I just thought it would be nice to at least sit in the sun. Then you may sit by the window in the dining hall. Is it really so unsafe that even taking a foot outdoors would be dangerous? Yes. Sophia opened the door and entered the room.
I guess Emily is also dead, but not yet.
Yeah, probably. Emily stood by herself, making the bed. Sophia, I see you're done with the bath. Sophia looked away, thinking of what had happened in that bathroom. Were you talking about the greenhouse? Yes, did you see it when you arrived? I did, but it looks as if the plants inside had died. Oh, that's impossible. It's barely been any time at all since the gardeners left. I'm sure the plants inside are more sturdy than that. Well, even if they have died, maybe we could go in and replant some things tomorrow. How wonderful. Have you not heard a word I said? Oh, have you not heard a word I said? It is unsafe to do so. Oh. Oh, don't be such a spoiled sport. I think it would be perfectly fine. Well, it is getting late now, so I'll leave you to retire. If you need anything, my room is just upstairs on the left. Good night, Sophia. The door shifted before Emily could even reach to touch it. Sophia's eyes locked in on the movement. Emily, would you stay for a while? Is something the matter? Just a little homesick. Sophia sat down on the bed before resting her head on the pillow. It was hard. Of course, why don't we chat for a while? Then come join me. Sophia gently pet the spot beside her on the bed. In the bed? Okay. Sophia looked towards Emily in a low light. Right now, she seemed hauntingly beautiful, as if she were nothing more than a ghost, because she is a ghost. Thanks for staying with me for a while. It's nothing to worry about. Truly, I wanted to spend more time with you too. Really? You don't find me boring? You are the most interesting person I've ever met. Don't be silly. I am being completely honest. You truly are so unique. I think the same about you. I've never met anyone like you, really. Her mind flashed back to all she had seen. Really, she truly had never met anyone like Emily. You wrote so much about yourself, and yet seeing you in person, I fear there is still so much I don't know. There's plenty of time for us to tell each other everything. Then tell me something about yourself, something you've never told anyone. I'm partially blind in my right eye. Really? How well can you see? It's okay, it's just a little blurry, really. You tell me something. Tell me something, she thought. Tell me what's going on here. Tell me I'm not insane. Well, when I was 12, I stole the cookie jar from the kitchen and blamed my brother. He was scolded for hours. Ahaha, what a mischievous child. I'm sure your brother wasn't all too pleased. Actually, it was his idea. He knew I wanted it and told me to tell my parents it was him if I was asked. What a good brother. Where is he now? Did he go away with your parents? Emily shook her head. He died when he was 16. Oh, I'm so sorry, Emily. What happened? Scarlet fever, so my family was left with only me as an heir. And what worth is a female heir? You're worth plenty, more than plenty. Thank you, Sophia, but some days I am unsure. It's your turn again. Truthfully, I said before I didn't want to get married, but that's not exactly right. I do. Oh? I just don't want a husband. Then, I'm sorry, does this make you uncomfortable? No. I have also thought that I don't want a husband. Whenever my father has brought it up, I felt sick to my stomach. How about coming away with me for a while? Away? Outside of the house? What about the sickness? Yes, away from this place. It's okay now. You'll be okay. You could come stay at my house. I could show you around my school. You don't have to go through an arranged marriage if you don't want to. You would do that for me? You're my dearest friend, and I actually... Lilica? At some point, the two women had gotten close enough together that they could feel each other's breaths on their lips. The two parted with reddened cheeks, Amelie quickly brushing her skirt off and standing up. I should be going to bed. Please rest well. We can talk more about it in the morning, right? Right. Good night, Amelie. I'll see you tomorrow. Amelie, wait a moment. Yes? What does Lilica look like? What a funny question. You've seen her plenty of times already. With my eye, I sometimes struggle a little. Right, my apologies. She has long blonde hair done up like this. Amelie pretended to put her hair into two low ponytails. What color are her eyes? Red, and she wears a dress of white and black with a red ribbon the same color as her eyes. Thank you, Amelie. Good night. See you in the morning. Amelie left the room. Meanwhile, Sophia's eyes studied the space. Accept your fate or defy your fate? Well, obviously defy it. Are you here, Lilica? Silence followed. If I stay here, will I live to see tomorrow? More silence. She gulped. The flame by the side of her bed flickered wildly. Sophia laid back, shutting her eyes, but she felt as if someone was watching her, waiting and biding their time. Cold tendrils wrapped around her throat like a snake, cool like ice and getting tighter and tighter. She couldn't breathe, she couldn't even move. She opened her eyes, but no one was there. Sophia wasted no more time. She jumped to her feet and quickly shoved them back into her shoes and headed for the door. It opened without any resistance. Outside the room, the hallway was dark, lit only by a handful of candles and sconces. Sophia swallowed, then stepped out. The house was silent. Sophia took careful steps, but the floorboards still squeaked loudly beneath her. During the day, she hadn't even noticed it, but now, wrapped in darkness, it seemed as if those small sounds would wake whatever was sleeping inside the house. Amelie? Lilica? She whispered, but heard no response. Upon being met with only more silence, her footsteps sped up. Far in the distance, she heard something shift, a slight sound, one that wouldn't normally be noticed. But for Sophia, it was enough to make her heart race. She sped to the end of the hall and stood at the bottom of the grand staircase. Above, her eyes honed in on two doors in particular. The master bedroom and the door to Emily's room. Amelie... The choice was obvious. Sophia raced up the stairs and stood in front of the door to her pen pal's room. Oh, I see. So before she went to the master bedroom and died. Is that how it went?
Maybe.
But as she went to knock, the door fell open. Amelie, are you in there? She received no reply.
Ow.
Sophia's head spun around. From somewhere deep in the dark, a gentle tune was being played skillfully. Her arms dropped to her side. The sound consumed her. Sophia drifted back out of Emily's bedroom, chasing that dreamy song. Step, step, step through the darkness. All that mattered was that sound. She came to the end of the hallway. A single door stood in her way. A bookcase was pushed to the side. Without a second thought, she pulled it open. In the center of the room, surrounded by candles, Amelie sat, her skirt fanned out around her. Spread out over the floor were piles of letters. Upon closer inspection, each was filled with words that had been crossed out and signed with "Yours, Marion." Amelie, are you awake? Her eyes were shut tight, yet her hands moved enough to play the sorrowful tune. Please listen to me, Amelie. Lilica, she isn't... I'm not what? You're going to leave her, aren't you? Sophia heard the door shut behind her. She backed up quickly and tried the handle, but it was stuck. Emily's eyes finally opened, in place of her usual golden eyes with a glare of deep red. Emily, snap out of it, please, snap out of it. Oh my gosh, she looks exactly like Monica. You want to take her away? Emily, please. One by one, the candles blew out and the two were plunged into darkness. Emily's body
Give a
slumped
yawn to
forward
her.
and crashed to the ground. It's nice to meet you,
Yonder.
Sophia. I'm sure you were going to have a fun time living together. Since you will be staying with us after all, right?
Oh yeah, it's a yonder.
Stay with us.
It's a yandere ghost.
Yandere ghost.
That sounds
Ah.
worse than a normal yandere.
I kind of want to see what happens if you just accept your fate.
It's
Oh,
up
I
you,
have to
you're the
play it
one
again
playing.
anyway.
Oh.
To proceed. Okay. Let's just skip so I don't have to read all this again.
Wow.
I mean that you can do that in a visual novel. You can do that normally
Oh
in a
my
visual
god.
novel. That's fine.
What happens if I skip? Oh,
Oh, it will speed run to the dialogue supposedly.
There you go.
It should just do that.
look at the tabletop this time. Sophia ran her finger over the tabletop. The wood was carved with an intricate pattern that rounded around the edge of the surface. Her hand reached across to pick up a book that laid face down. Behind Sophia, the window began to shake in the wind as her fingertips grazed the surface. It's so windy. She spun around just in time to see the front door fly open and the howling wind filled the entryway. She scrambled to the door and with great effort shut it again. Phew. Emily? When Sophia spun back around, the newspaper and the items on the table were all gone. Oh, so I guess it doesn't matter which one you chose.
I guess.
Does defying my fate even matter? You just ask a few more questions.
I don't know.
Accept your fate. For some reason, Sophia just couldn't sit still. She tried to lay down to rest, but turned this way and that, uneasy. I'll get some water. The hallway was dark, with most of the sconces having been blown out already. Sophia stepped carefully through the space, conscious of the sound her footsteps created. The kitchen was by the stairwell. Hand-painted portraits were lined up in rows on either side of the hall. She stared up the grand staircase. Each step was inviting, enticing her to make the ascent. Her large eyes stared once again at the imposing stained glass window, and then to the doors that awaited upstairs. Her hand rested against the kitchen door, her fingers dancing over the handle. It stayed there as her mind debated with itself. Waiting, waiting. Come here. Come visit us. Her hand dropped to her side as she ascended, past the glass window and to the next floor. 2 doors awaited her. A chill ran through the air as the scene played out before her. 2 women dragged a man's body up the staircase, leaving a trail of blood on the otherwise pristine carpet. They pushed open one of the doors. The man's head hit the final step, but he made no move to stop them, nor cried out in pain. He was already long dead. The figures disappeared into the room. When Sophia blinked, the door was shut again. She trembled. The master bedroom. From behind that closed door, a voice called out to her, but the words were much too faint to make out. Her hand rested against the handle. Sophia couldn't stop it from shaking. With a careful motion, she pushed the door open. A musty smell came from further inside the dark room. Sophia, peering into the darkness, quickly took hold of that quickly took hold of one of the lit candles near the room and stepped inside. A portrait sat above a large canopied bed. The curtains were pulled back, hiding whatever was inside. In the portrait, Emily sat beside a woman with a green dress and brown hair, done up in a bun. Standing behind them was a man with an imposing brow and a large beard. A family of mice ran from under the bed and out of the room. Sophia jumped to the side, narrowly avoiding them. Step, step, step. Each step brought her closer to that bed. Each step made her chest feel heavier, tighter. She stood before the bed and reached a trembling hand to the curtains that hid whatever lay inside. A wind blew from somewhere unseen, and her candle extinguished. Behind her, the door shut and the room plunged into near complete darkness. Emily, is that you? I'm sorry I came in here after you asked me not to. I'll just go now, okay? Her body fell forward before she had a moment to react. She tumbled through the curtains and landed on something hard that rested on the bed. What? The curtains flew open and the moon shone in from outside. Ah! The body she was expecting to find was absent. In its place, two skeletons, long ago decayed. They lay side by side, one smaller and the other larger. But now one was either side of her. Her scream pierced through the air, but no one came running. She tried desperately to squirm, to run, but it felt as if something was sitting on her, holding her down. As she struggled, she saw it. Two dark red eyes hanging above her, watching. You won't take her away from me. She's mine.
Hell yeah, baby, we do have one. It's a yandere.
We got it.
Yandere.
A yandere.
Yours, Lilica. Wait, so did Emily and her mom kill their dad?
No, I wanna say the ghost killed the dad.
Because it said two women were dragging a man. So, who are the two women?
The ghost and Emily? That's my only guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Okay, let's play Lilica's view.
Oh, we have to now play from the ghost perspective? Alright.
Hell yeah, let's go. The rain never seems to cease at this time of the year. It pours from the sky in its unending grief as if longing for something unseen. Thunder roared in the distance, enough so to make the young woman flinch, but not enough to make her waver. Wait, actually, I have a Discord message. Let me see what's happening. Discord. Oh, it's useless.
Discord.
Useless messages.
What?
I thought I was popular, but it's not.
Damn, no one's popular, let's be honest.
Ow.
Ow.
No. Technically there is popularity, but then it's not that.
Dang,
Yeah.
what an ending, right?
Yeah, what an ending.
Yeah.
I'm just listening. But damn, what an ending.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But I can say for sure we have a yandere ghost.
Yep. The woman sat beside a man with an imposing brow and a large beard. The man wheezed and coughed, but kept hold of the newspaper in his hands. The front page read the following: The Great Plague of London, 7,000 deceased. The man frowned at the words.
Wait, this is a different story. This is a different
How
story.
utterly preposterous! What on
Oh
earth are the
God.
physicians doing? The lady next to him coughed into her handkerchief. When she pulled it away from her mouth, it was stained red with blood. I'm sure they are trying their best, my dear. Their best is going to kill everyone. Forget this rubbish. Emily is still well and finally of age to marry. We will arrange for a sitter before she becomes sick. Oh, dang. Cold.
Alright, so we're going back. I think this is going back to the Black Death. I'm guessing this is where that's where Emily is from.
Yeah, I
That's
think
my best
so.
guess.
If we send her
Ah,
out
that's
there,
so
then she will certainly grow sick. She should stay here, locked in her room until it is safe to leave. No man will want a woman who has spent her only good years locked in her bedroom. But she will be safe. The lady held her cheek, which quickly reddened after the impact. The Lord glared at her The Lord glared at her behind his bushy eyebrows. You would do well to remember who she belongs to, who you belong to. The lady blinked, trying desperately to stop her eyes from welling up. Oh, Lilica, please come here. Her voice carried through the otherwise empty home. Time seemed to pause for a few moments before a woman with blonde hair cascading behind her entered the room. She wore the dress of a maidservant and a neutral expression that wavered just so after seeing the mark left by the Lord's hand. Wait.
What?
Was Lilica in love with Emily's mom?
don't. I think it's Emily, not Lilica. Why?
No, maybe I'm just reading too much into it.
Yeah, I think you are.
Yeah. She stepped forward, crossing the tiled floor with slow steps that seemed to match the pace of the thunder that roared outside. The lady nodded to the maid. The maid nodded back to the lady. The moon reflected down from. Oh, yeah, okay, so it is Lilica and the mom who killed him. The moon reflected
Wait,
from the moon reflected from the metal object in the maid's hands as she swung it down to the Lord's chest, into the Lord's throat. He let out a gargled scream. Blood spluttered out from his mouth as he tried to speak, tried to yell, but it was too late. He fell forward onto the floor, and the tiles darkened into a crimson red. He squirmed and crawled, searching for something that no one would ever know, before he fell still only a few minutes later. The lady stared at the scene, her heart raced, and a laugh escaped her lips. Finally! Finally! You'll never hurt Emily. I hope you rot in hell. The maid wiped the knife against a small white hand towel. The stains would never be fully removed. My lady, I will deal with the body. I will help you. He is too much for you to carry alone. But, my lady, you are sick. And I will get no better sitting here. The two grabbed him by an arm each and dragged him towards the stairwell, leaving a trail of blood in their wake.
This is interesting. So it was Lilica and the mom.
Yeah, Lilica and the mom that killed the dad.
And then I'm guessing Lilica killed the mom afterwards.
No other words passed from their lips as they executed their task. They reached the end of the hall and began to ascent to the first floor. The Lord's head hit against each step with a soft thunk. Dang. Karma. Thunk, thunk, thunk. The house was silent in all other regards. Two doors sat next to each other. Both were shut tight. As the two women reached the top of the stairwell, the maid pushed open the door to the master bedroom and entered. The room was spacious and clean, with fresh bedding left by the maid just the same morning. On the wall above the bed, a newly painted family picture. The two struggled and finally lifted the man onto the bed. His face was stuck in a terrified expression and his clothes were ruined. You will protect Emily, right? I'll do anything you desire. Then let us begin. Lightning struck somewhere in the distance, lighting up the otherwise darkened room and showing many things that should have been left unseen. The maid removed her shoes and crawled into the sheets beside the corpse while the lady dipped her fingers into the Lord's wound and drew a line of blood around the bed. She spoke softly, to no one in particular, chanting words that should never be chanted. Is this witchcraft? When she was done, she stepped over the threshold and approached the maid. Never let anyone hurt her. Protect her no matter what. I will, my lady. Thank you, Lilica. You'll never truly understand how much your actions mean to me. The lady leaned forward and left a soft kiss against the maid's lips. It was a brief and gentle, and something the two had wished to share for longer than either would admit. As the lady pulled away, the maid drew her knife, still smudged with blood, and brought it to her veins. Goodbye, Lilica. Goodbye, my lady. The maid bled out slowly, painfully slowly. The lady gasped for air and clawed at her neck. Everything in the manor became still. Everything apart from a young lady named Amelie, who sat in her bed upright, feeling a deep dread in the pit of her stomach, and another young lady named Lilica, who stood over two corpses lying beside each other in bed.
What a game.
Wait, I'm
Well,
so confused.
Yeah, I'm confused. So, the lady just killed herself?
The lady killed herself, and then the maid, who was Lilica, also killed herself, but it says that Lilica is still standing over them. What?
So she's a ghost. So she's technically a ghost.
So does it mean like she became a ghost and now she's standing over them? The young lady named Lilica stared at the maid in the bed. Are they not her own face? Her own blood seeping through the bed. Okay, she became a ghost, I see.
Yeah, she became a ghost.
And yet there she stood. She looked at herself in the mirror and saw a different person entirely. She was no longer the maid. She was Lilica. Her voice was softer, her hair longer. It worked. When she turned back towards the bed, Lilica froze. Both of the bodies were gone, and in their places, two skeletons. How long has it been? She walked towards the door and found it locked. Digging through the tattered clothes of the long-dead maid, she retrieved the key and opened it. The door beside the master bedroom sat ajar just enough for Lilica to peer in. Amelie sat on the edge of her bed, staring at herself in a small handheld mirror while brushing her hair. She hummed a quiet tune, but froze as her eyes met Lilica's. Who are you?
Right. I gotta go now.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for joining
I
us.
would love to continue listening, but then I have to go.
Okay.
Alright, see you.
Have fun.
Bye.
Yeah.
Damn, everyone left. It's just us again.
It's fine.
I am Lilica. Lilica, but your mother told me that you had a maid named Lilica. What a coincidence. What are you doing here? How long has your mother been gone? My mother? I saw her. She frowned and clutched her head as if she couldn't quite remember. I saw her just this morning. I see. Your parents have left to be cured of the plague. They have asked me to stay here with you until they can return. Really? A cure truly exists? That's right. So until then, how about we be friends? Emily's face lit up and their eternal friendship began. How many years had passed since that day? Neither could tell. Time seemed to stand still within that manor, out in a field in the middle of nowhere. And that's the way Lilica wished it to stay. Lilica, a letter has arrived. What? Her blood ran cold as Amelie stared at the envelope in her hands. When was the last time we had had a letter? How exciting! Perhaps mother writing that she would return soon? Perhaps so. Oh. Oh? It seemed to be addressed to someone else entirely. Perhaps it was brought here by mistake. Then we had best send it back. I'll give it to me, and I will have it returned. A peek wouldn't hurt, don't you think? No. Lilica watched as the first cracked form in her fragile world. I will dispose of it immediately. Give it to me. But it was too late. The letter inside had already been let loose, and Emily's eyes had already taken in the words left for someone else. Sophia. Lilica, I think I will write back. I will let her know that I received the letter by mistake. That isn't needed. Please? Just one letter. Thank you, Lilica. How many letters had arrived at their door since then? How many times had Amelie spoken excitedly about Sophia to her? Sophia, 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 Sophia. It's always Sophia. Sophia is a crack in this fragile reality. Sophia. I have to get rid of Sophia. Lilica? Lilica's eyes opened with a jolt. I'm sorry. I'm a little tired. What did you say? I don't know what voice to give her. Because the voice I gave her before seemed a bit too childish. Sophia says...
just listening.
Sophia says she's coming to visit. Uh-oh. Another crack formed from the last. It sprawled against reality, threatening to shatter at any moment. Amelie, I don't think that's a good idea. The plague... She says that it's safe enough to travel now in her letter. Perhaps Mother and Father will return soon too. Lilica forced a smile. But we don't need anyone else here. We have each other. Of course, you are my dear friend, Lilica, but Sophia and I have been writing to each other for... She shook her head as if chasing off the beginnings of a headache. For a long time. Anyway, I'm excited to finally meet her. Won't you be excited with me too? We can all be friends. Right, friends. I'm sure we'll all be the best of friends. For an amount of time that neither Lilica or Amelie could truly comprehend, the house was suddenly buzzing with life. Amelie's footsteps were light, and her days filled with excitement as she waited the arrival of Sophia. And finally, to Lilica's dismay, the day came. The pendulum clock on the wall swung back and forth, ticking down the time. Lilica stared at it, wishing that it would slow down even further. 10 minutes, then 20, then an hour passed as the two stood by the door waiting for a knock. She seems to be late. Perhaps she's not coming after all, Amelie. There's no need to make such a sullen face. Mayhaps this is for the best. She wrote that she would be here, so I shall wait. With her face hidden from Amelie, Lilica scowled. Do you truly believe it is safe to have visitors during the outbreak? Lilica, I believe we have been isolated long enough, and Sophia has written that it is safe. I trust her word. Oh my god, I need water.
Drink.
Ah, sweet Wawa.
Drink again.
Sweet Wawa.
Drink again.
Okay. Oh, I've read this already. She would not endanger us. And if your pen pal turns out to be a robber in disguise, what then? Amelie smiled, to Lilica's dismay. She has a way with words that only a woman could have. A lady robber, then? Nonsense. By the way, Lilica, have you seen my letters? I can't say that I have. A knock sounded at the door, instantly halting their conversation. Amelie rose from her place and took a steady step forward before Lilica raised a hand to her. Allow me. Allow me to see if she should truly be allowed entry. The door groaned as it slowly swung open and revealed the young woman who knocked at the door. She was drenched from head to toe. Lilica stared at her, light hair and eyes. She looked almost like a kitten. Instantly, Lilica's dislike for the woman grew. Lilica stepped to the side just in time for Sophia to bounce through the door and wrap her arms around Amelie. Her blood boiled. She watched as the clothes she had carefully handmade became drenched by someone unworthy, Someone that didn't deserve to even look at Emily. Emily! Sophia? Emily's arms wrapped around Sophia in return, and Lilica turned away. My, you're completely drenched. Did you forget your umbrella, perchance? Or perhaps her umbrella got carried away by the wind. With a cool anger written over her features, Lilica shut the door. I didn't even think to bring an umbrella. The forecast says sunny all day. My fault for believing it, I guess. I can't believe you're truly here. Me either. About time, right? You're just as pretty as I knew you'd be. And you too. But what are you wearing? Ahaha, seeing your health, I feel like I should have dressed up a little more. No, perhaps it is I that is overdressed. Lilica stood to the side, her arms crossed lightly over her chest. Her long hair reached down nearly to the wooden floor. Pardon my manners. My dear friend Lilica is here too. I believe I wrote about her in the past. I remember. I've kept all of your letters safe. Don't worry. As you should. Emily side-eyed Lilica upon hearing her tone, but Lilica simply looked away. Ha ha ha, sorry, but if there's any chance you have a towel? Of course, my apologies. I would usually have someone here to attend to us, but everyone's been sent home. Only the 3 of us remain. Let me fetch you a towel. Emily disappeared down the hallway, leaving Lilica alone with Sophia. This really is a matter. When she told me about her house, I almost didn't believe it. Has no one told you it is rude to poke around someone else's house? Sophia walked straight past Lilica without even a notion of responding. Hello? You can't see me. Sophia ran her fingers along the edge of the tabletop before reaching to pick up a book that rested there. Don't let her touch it. Don't let her touch anything. She'll break it all. She'll undo everything. She wants to hurt Emily. She can't find out the truth. The window shook loudly in the wind. With the flick of her small wrist, Lilica allowed the door to fly open, causing Sophia to whip around in surprise. It's so windy. Lilica locked in on the object that Sophia had been reaching for. She rushed forward and took hold of it, then quickly hid it behind a cabinet as Sophia reached to close the door. Phew. Emily? Sophia spun around but looked straight through Lilica. Sophia? Oh, Emily! Please, use this. Thanks. I'll bring an umbrella next time, I promise. Lilica watched as Sophia dried herself with a towel. Our towel. Communism! It's not for her. There can't be a next time.
Oh look, I think Devlin is back.
Yeah, Devlin's back. He's in chat. Yeah, you get to skip the delay. Then if you're now dried off, would you care for a tour of the house before afternoon tea? That sounds great. On your right is the pantry, and down that hall is the boiler room, but you shouldn't have any need for those spaces. Sophia and Emily walked side by side, close enough that their shoulders almost touched. Lilica stared at the place where they almost connected, seething with a quiet rage. These are all guest bedrooms. I have prepared this one for you, for your use. If you find anything not to your standards, you can let myself or Lilica know. Emily, I have a feeling your standards are much higher than mine. I've never even been in a house that looks like this. Wah wah. No? Is your home not similar? Well,
Wawa.
I drank my wah-wah. Well, it's a lot smaller. There is no shame in that. You own your own property, yes? Yeah, I recently bought it. With your husband? What? Of course not. I'm not married. Shut up. Your father allowed you to buy property on your own? Haha, Emily, you speak like you know how to write. You speak like just blah 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 blah. Ahaha, Emily, you speak just like how you write. I'm so surprised. Your voice disgusts me. And you speak quite casually. People usually say that about me. Being here around you makes me want it to be more formal. What need is there of formality between friends? That's true too. Your words are poisoning Amelie. This is the morning room, and the next door is the dining room. We'll be having afternoon tea in the sitting room here. So many rooms. Upstairs is my bedroom and the master bedroom. I must ask that you don't enter the master bedroom, as it belongs to my parents, who are currently away. Of course, I wouldn't go poking around anyway. Lies. You're lying. All this walking has made me parched. Shall we take afternoon tea now? Sure, that sounds good. Why don't you have a seat while Lilica and I prepare our food? Oh, I can come help. Nonsense, you are my guest. It would be remiss of me to allow you to lift a finger. If you insist, but I'm happy to help anytime. Thank you, I will be back soon. Please rest. Amelie... Yes? It's nothing. Take your time. Sophia slipped through the doorway and disappeared. Amelie smiled wildly, while Lilica just stared ahead blankly. Isn't this lovely, Lilica, to have a new face in the house? It feels like forever. Yes, how lovely. I'm glad you are having fun, at the very least. Are you not? Ooh, sever her fate. Interesting. I'm always having fun when we're together, Amelie. Ah, I see. Are you jealous? Worry not, my dear friend. Of course our friendship means just as much to me. I value you greatly. Just as much? Indeed. Come along, Lilica. Let us prepare tea. Amelie, I have something to say to you. You are my very best friend. Did you know that? I feel the same way towards you, Lilica. And as such, I feel the need to be truthful with you. You appreciate the truth, don't you? Of course, I trust your judgment very much. Is something the matter? Lie, lie, lie. Oh, which lie should I choose? I'll choose the middle lie. Your mother contacted me. She believes she will be able to return shortly. Huh? Oh, Lilica, this is wonderful news. Indeed, she was very excited for me to pass on her message to you, but... Keep lying. Well, she wasn't pleased to hear that you had someone visiting without her permission. Oh, I thought she would be delighted that I had invited a friend. Your entire existence is a lie. Of course, I pleaded with her that Sophia was a dear friend, but she wouldn't listen. I see. Did she say when she would return? No, but it seems soon. Then I'll send Sophia away like normal tomorrow. I can't exactly force her out in the storm, can I? Why not? Lilica. Naturally, I'm just teasing. Of course, it wouldn't be right to send her away in a time like this. I'm glad to hear that we've come to an agreement. How pleased I am to know that Mother will return soon. Let's go prepare tea, shall we? Did you finish the baking yesterday? The pastries are fit for serving. Excellent. I'll just fetch the tea then. Allow me. A lady of her standing shouldn't be doing such a menial task, should she? Don't be absurd. Even Sophia herself seems to be fine in the kitchen. Did you hear how she jumped to help? I should follow in her footsteps. What would your parents think of that? I appreciate the sentiment, but they took with them all the staff. I have little choice but to prepare my own tea. I see. Well, shall I tend to our guest? I wouldn't want her to become lonely. Would you? I'll only be a few moments. Of course, anything for you, Amelie. It will be a good chance for you to become friends too. I'm sure it will be. Lilica's smile at the moment seemed to hide behind an intent much deeper than Amelie realized. The walls had eyes. eyes that tracked Lilika's every move. They followed her as she made careful, deliberate steps towards the sitting room. They stared, their eyes bulging, judging. They had no mouths in which to scream, but Lilika could still hear their words. We all sacrificed ourselves for you. Hope, our only hope. Emily, protect Emily. Prove your worth, prove your love. Emily, Emily, Emily. Under her feet, shattered glass pierced through her shoes, cutting her feet. She could feel the blood ooze out, pooling. It was warm, comforting. She looked up to find where the glass had come from. Then she noticed the cracks again. Along every wall, every floorboard, even the air. The world was fragmented. It was already broken. Not beyond repair. It's not. My lady, I will fix this still. You can rest. Please rest. I will take care of everything. Anything and everything. For you. She blinked. The world reverted to the way it should. The glass that lined the floor gone. The eyes that followed them from the walls gone. And the cracks that had begun to wrap themselves around Lilika's ankles had disappeared too. She stood in front of the sitting room door, which sat slightly ajar. Inside, Lilika could see Sophia staring out of the large window. Her back stayed turned as Lilika entered the room. Of course, it wouldn't have been possible for Sophia to turn and look at her, but Lilika still found herself taking careful, quiet steps. The window shook past the dark, thick curtains. You who would attempt to defy our fate, defy your fate, why don't we see how long this little game lasts? Why don't we test whose love is stronger? I swear, my love is unwavering, my infatuation, my yearning, my desire, you can never even wish to match it. Lilika pulled out a chair roughly, dragging the legs across the floor. Yet you dare to challenge me? You dare to test my love? Emily, was that you? Emily? Sophia took careful steps toward the chair, resting her hand against it. Or Lilika? You are nothing. Sophia sat down in the chair that was offered to her, while Lilika circled around as if a cat after its prey. But her steps paused as she heard something strange. Footsteps from above. The master bedroom? In front of her very eyes, Lilika watched the scene unfold. A scene that made her blood run cold and her body freeze in place. My lady. The lady of the house stood beside Lilika. Where before the two had stood eye to eye, now the lady stood taller than Lilika by at least a head. My lady, what are you doing here? The lady removed her shoes and stepped onto the table. Did you come to punish me? Are you angry? I promise I will remove the plague that has entered our home. I swear it upon my undying love. The lady did not respond. Instead, she reached up and took hold of the noose. The rope wrapped around her neck, exactly where the necklace that the maid had gifted the lady should have rested. Join me. Her eyes locked onto Sophia's. Her hand was outstretched, waiting to be taken. Why won't you look at me, my lady? Are you truly so angry? Angry enough to despise me? But for a moment, as Sophia's outstretched hand came closer and closer, the lady's eyes turned slowly towards Lilika. They carried with it a message that only Lilika could decipher. Lilika's body shook. It trembled, and she could bear it no more, and she ran from the room as fast as her legs could carry her. If the hallway still had eyes, they weren't fast enough to follow Lilika. The floorboards, as if made of quicksand, threatened to suck her up and bury her deep within the house. Her feet felt heavy and leaden. Every step was as painful as that brief glance. She raced through the hall and up a flight of stairs. Past the stained glass window, which left a myriad of colors over the carpeted steps, and past the doors that led to the master bedroom and Emily's room. Closer, closer, until she arrived at a bookcase. She pushed it to the side and entered the hidden room. The room behind the bookcase was small, and not a single window faced outwards, thus the room was near pitch black. Each wall was plastered with handwritten letters. Handwritten letters clearly for Lilica alone. Her eyes, frantic, finally started to calm as she took in the words, her words, words left for her. Left to her, for her, only for her. Okay, I need water again. Lilica's eyes settled on a particular letter. Look left, look right, look ahead. Oh, no wonder why I have to play this 3 times. Okay. Dear Amelie, scratched out Lilica. How wonderful to hear you're doing well. Oh. Oh shit. What did I do? Oh, I thought I could scroll, but I couldn't. I just went backwards. How wonderful to hear that you're doing well. I've been very busy this week, but most of it is boring, so I won't bug you down with the details. But do you know what happened just yesterday? Of course you don't. You weren't there. I was walking home when I found an abandoned kitty. Oh, this is Sophia writing. Okay. I was walking home when I found an abandoned kitty. Someone left it in a box on the side of the road. How could anyone do that? Anyway, I took her home. I named her Amies, crossed out Lily, after you. It's a little embarrassing writing it out like that. I hope you don't mind. Yours, Sophia slashed out Marion. Is Marion the mom? Oh, okay, I can choose multiple. Dear Emily slashed out Lilica. I've spent the past week studying. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, but everyone needs a break, you know? On my desk, I have a little cactus in a pot. To be honest, a cactus wasn't my first choice, but I've killed every other plant I've ever owned. Anyway, it bloomed. There's one beautiful flower coming out of it. I couldn't be happier. So that makes studying easier. I think your environment makes a big difference. How about you? Do you have any plants? I'm looking forward to hearing about it next time. Yours, Sophia slashed out Marion. Dear Emily slashed out Lilica. Today was tough. I tried my hardest, but I still failed. Don't you think life is unfair sometimes? I wish trying hard enough was all it took to succeed. Sorry, I'm whining, aren't I? Winging? Whining? I came out of my interview and it was raining. I thought, just my luck, but something interesting happened. A rainbow in the distance peeked out from behind the gray clouds. It reminded me of you, and I felt a little better. I hope we can meet soon. Yours, Sophia slashed out Marion. She ripped the letters from the wall and clutched it to her chest, collapsing to her knees. She couldn't hate me. She couldn't. She adores me like I adore her. She entrusted her everything to me. Everything, her everything, Emily. The letter dropped from her fingers that were neither cold nor warm. You want me to get rid of that disease, don't you? You won't accept me until I protect Emily. Is that right, my lady? I'd do anything you asked, so if that's all I have to do, then I will do it. I will keep Emily safe forever. Lilica stood from the ground and dusted. Interesting, all the characters sound the same. Wow! It's hard. It's hard to avoid this. Lilica stood from the ground and dusted off her skirt. Her face, that had previously contorted in distress, had finally calmed, and a smile gently crept onto her face. I love you, my lady, and for you, I will love Emily too. Yep, I was right. I was right all along. She's in love with the mom. You guys gaslighting me into thinking I was thinking too much.
Who? Me? No.
No, 12.
Oh, 12. Of course.
Yeah, you guys gaslighted me. I should light the sconces too.
I'm basically here just
Just what?
on. Right. Yeah. I'm just here just doing nothing.
Nah, it's okay. I have an
I'm just
audience.
basically playing my Terraria. I'm just basically playing my own Terraria.
Yeah, nice. Oh, I'm so sad that my Terraria is so laggy.
Hmm?
I'm so sad that my Terraria is so laggy. I wonder if it would be better if I like didn't stream and just played, if it would run better.
Don't stream it. Terraria runs like 100% better. But if
Okay.
you stream it, yeah, a frame chopping is everywhere.
Yeah, I'm using OBS, not Streamlabs.
Oh, I see.
Where did I put those matches? Right here. Ah! You gave me a fright, Lilica. Where have you been? Preparing the guest room for your dear friend, of course. For your dear friend, of course. God, my tone. How kind. Sophia is just preparing for a bath at the present. I'm going to retrieve a towel for her from the linen closet. Oh, so try changing advanced sending and set the delay to 0. It's off. It is off. There is no delay in the settings. It's just that my computer is shitty.
Yeah, it is.
It's shitty, so shitty.
I'm just basically so pissed that my phone just basically died, and I can't see what's going on your stream now.
Oh no. Abby, I think she's sleeping. How
Yeah,
kind.
I think Abby is basically sleeping.
Yeah, she's still sleeping.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think maybe like when she did the 32-hour stream, she like exhausted herself.
Yeah.
I think she's still like tired from it.
Mhm.
Yeah. How kind. Sophia is just preparing for a bath at the present. I'm going to retrieve a towel for her from the linen closet. Emily, I think it's best you send her home post haste. What? Why would I do that? For all you know, she brings with her the plague. Sophia says it is now safe to travel. You say Mother is returning soon. It should be perfectly fine, don't you think? And what if she lies? She wouldn't do that. Sophia is a kind and good-natured person. She would not bring any danger to us. Did you know that Sophia attends a local university? And she lives by herself with no husband. She says that if I wanted, I could also study. Study? Study. She wants to leave? Leave the house? No, 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 she can't leave. She can't go anywhere. She belongs here. She was entrusted to me. The lady of the house should not study, Emily. You must stay inside the house and await your parents. But I'm sure Mother would want the best for me. Perhaps while I wait her, I could go inspect Sophia's school. Emily, you must stay inside and wait your parents' return. But don't you trust me? Have I ever tried to lead you astray? No, Lilica. I was just thinking that perhaps it is truly beginning to be safe. Look, I have brought today's newspaper. Do you see the title? The plague runs rampant. Put any notion of leaving or studying away for now, yes? As soon as it is safe to do so, then we shall, and you will be reunited with your family. For now, it is just you and me. Thanks, Lilica. I'm glad you're here. As am I. Ah, the towel. Let me go retrieve it. Go ahead. Alone, Lilica stares at the bathroom door, which was shut tight. Behind it, she could hear the water running. She could picture Sophia's body slowly shedding its layers of clothes, before she stepped into the hot water. That image was enough to force her hand. No getting naked in my establishment. You're hitting 24 hours. I am. Wait, how many hours has it been? It's 7 now.
Probably like already like 20 hours now, or maybe like 21.
22-ish now. Fuck, I don't even remember.
Perhaps.
Fuck. 22. Let me change the.
Yeah, basically it's already at 21 hours now.
Yeah, you're right. It is 22 hours because I started streaming at 10 and it's almost and it's 8 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Whoa!
24-hour stream.
Woo!
Let's go. You've changed 20 like 2 hours ago. Yeah. Hypers. Hype, hype, hype. Okay.
Let's actually do 48 hours now.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do the drinking stream. Let's do the. Oh, I really want to do the. I'd
Yay.
really want to do the Unsafe game. Is it really not
Done.
safe for stream?
Done. It's not worth it. God. Oh, okay.
What if I
Holy.
googled it? Wait, what's it called? Let me Google it. Sorry, I'll get back to the game soon.
God dang it.
But it says that there's nothing that actually happens on screen.
Oh my God.
It
Oh,
says
Queen Slime.
the visual novel contains sexual humor. While there is no nudity or sexual acts shown, some minor things are mentioned to be happening off screen. No sexual content is shown to the player, but inappropriate things are mentioned multiple times. Oh, there are bad endings that contain character deaths, one of which being suicide. I think it's safe to show on stream. I'm gonna do it.
Basically, to be honest, speaking of visual novel, I do have one a visual novel, but it's basically not a visual novel. It's more likely a reading and play game. It basically called a corpse party.
Corpse Party. I feel like I've heard of that. Wait, Devlin, I'll send it to the mute chat. You can search it up if it's safe for stream.
Yeah, it basically called a corpse party.
Corpse
I mean,
Party. Let me
I
see.
could. Yeah.
Wait, do
It's
you have
basically
oh,
a
Corpse
sorry.
Party? No, I was gonna ask if you have like the link.
My delay is really that bad.
Wait, let me
Hold on, let me
see.
check.
August.
No, not entirely. I guess.
B-Day, B-Day, B-Day. Oh, I can't even play this on Mac. Damn.
It's a visual novel.
Yeah, but I can't play it
it's
on Mac.
just a little bit of a visual novel.
Should I download Doki Doki and play that?
Doki Doki.
Doki Doki.
Which one?
There's more than one?
And the deluxe. Yep. They're basically a the original one and the deluxe one.
Doki Doki. Cause Doki Doki is free.
Yeah.
But
And the first version is basically free, but the deluxe version is paid.
Yeah, Doki Doki works on Mac, and it's free, so I could technically play that. But I feel bad because I'm already spoiled to the ending. You know, so I don't know
What?
if people would want to watch me play it.
What? Play what?
Like I'm already spoiled of the ending of Doki Doki, so like when I play, I don't know if anyone wants to watch that. You know?
Just. Well, basically, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. There's no one who played this game on stream. Doki Doki? Oh, you mean the inappropriate one? Damn.
Yep.
Okay, wait. Let me try. Okay, well, somebody posted it on YouTube, And YouTube is worse than Twitch, I think. For their
Hmm?
terms of, wait, what's it called? Their, is it? It's not. It's not terms of service, is it? Okay, wait. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, people are have played it on YouTube. I guess it's not a very popular game though.
Yeah. Mayhaps.
Mayhaps. Let me search on Twitch.
God.
Are you okay?
I'm a little bit dying, and I'm winning.
Yeah, winners.
Get out of this slime.
This category doesn't even exist on Twitch. Oh, it does. It does. It does.
Which one?
The
The DLC?
no, School for the Friendless, the inappropriate one. Somebody has streamed it on Twitch. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I'm gonna risk it.
I don't know about that, fam.
I'm gonna do it. It's fine.
Okay, if your channel got banned, I'm basically not a part of this.
What do you mean? You gotta do the voices.
No.
Yeah, do it. Do
no.
it.
Only if your delay is like good enough, actually. Your delay is kind of.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Something.
That's true. The recent one who played it is on January 16, 2023. Sure? I don't know. I saw one that uploaded 14 hours ago on Twitch. Anyway. The running water sloshed into the steel-lined wooden tub. A state-of-the-art system. No one else in the country owned anything like it. But how many years ago was that? How long had it been? Sophia leaned over the sink, her bone-white knuckles grasping either side of it. Her back was turned to Lilica. If she wanted, she could stab her in the back and be over with it. No. I need to keep Amelia's trust. She needs to leave, or go somewhere she'll never be found. Or do it herself. Sophia lifted her face to the mirror, then froze. Her eyes bore into it, as if it was seeing something she shouldn't. Lilica stared back, unmoving. Leave. Leave already. Who? One step at a time, maintaining eye contact through the mirror, Lilica crept closer and closer, until the two were nearly touching. Why do you want to take Amelia away? Emily! Why do I say Amelia? Why do you want to take Emily away? Can't you see that she loves me? Me, not you. Your words are poisoning this household. If you don't leave, I'll kill you. I'll have no choice. I'll just kill you. Who are you? Sophia whipped around, but her eyes didn't focus on any spot in particular. To her, Lilica was gone. Lilica walked towards an open cabinet and pulled something out. Sever her fate. The metal of her razor glinted. Lilica raised it up and she moved to stand over the bath. With ease, the metal cut into her arm. Drops of blood fell into the water, leaving tiny splashes where they connected. Blood still runs through in my veins after all. Sophia rushed past Lilica, just desperate to turn off the overflowing water before she froze once again. The water was a deep, dark red. Her slender fingers dipped into the liquid as if she were entranced. One layer at a time she stripped bare, her expression hollow and lifeless. Lilica watched as her naked body stepped into the crimson water. Why not just end it here? You're scared, aren't you? Just sink down. Accept your fate. Accept it. You can hear me now, can't you? Why not just end it? You're scared. You're so terrified. You just came here to see your friend, and look at what's happened to you. Emily. Yes, Emily. Emily, where did you go? Where are you, Emily? I want to see you. Shut up. You don't deserve to speak her name. You don't deserve to be in her presence. Why don't you just give up? Just sink in deep into the abyss. Isn't it inviting? Sink. Right, I should. Isn't the water so warm and inviting? That's right. Just sink down into it. Then you finally be able to rest. Emily. You. A knock came from the door. Lilika's widened eyes went from the door to the young woman in the bath, then back again. Excuse me, I'm coming in. Lilika ducked behind the folding screen just in time to hear the door open. Sophia, I knocked, but I didn't hear a reply. I've brought you a towel.
Ouch.
Ah! She didn't wait any longer. As Emily stepped into the room to set down the towel, Lilika quietly dashed out into the hall. I'm 90% sure you can play it. Okay, I'll play it. I don't care. Before Lilika had a
Okay.
chance to even catch her breath, the bathroom door opened once again and Emily stepped out with flushed cheeks. Did you tell her that she must depart? Oh, this is Lilika. Did you tell her that she must depart? No, Is something the matter? Are you feeling unwell? Your face is bright red. Sophia will stay until she decides to leave. No, she must leave now, tonight, no longer. As you wish. I'm sorry, Lilika, but I believe it is only fair after she traveled so far and she is my friend. That woman, that siren, look what she does to our Emily. I will finish preparing the guest room. Let me come help, Sophia. When you're done in there, you can come to your room. From the other side of the door, Sophia's voice came in return. Okay, thanks, Emily. Giga Chad Cam doesn't care. I mean,
Cam, no care.
I'll put a wait, how do you make it so that your channel has like a content warning? Or like,
Hmm?
you know how when you go to Ebby's stream, it's like, oh, this channel is for like mature audiences or something like that?
Oh, hold on. Let me actually pull out my Twitch.
Twitch.
You go over a creator dashboard, yeah, a creator dashboard
Yeah.
on Twitch.
Yeah?
I think it's under setting.
Okay.
Under setting.
Channel?
On the stream.
Stream. Okay.
Yeah.
Mature
I
content.
think
Okay.
stream. Yeah. There you go. There you go. A mature content. There you go.
Yay! Woohoo! It's a me, Mario.
It's a me.
Mario. Now we can watch porn. No. No.
Definitely not.
No.
It's definitely a massive, big red line. No.
Gotta
Even
wait.
with that,
I'm gonna.
a couple streamer actually got banned, even though they actually activate the mature content.
Hey, Devlin, you
So,
read my
no.
mind. I was gonna play that. Yeah. Got. Wait, but like. Wait. Who was it talking about? Was it Wolf Shepherd where he was like, oh, there was this Twitch streamer who like actually did it on stream and they only banned her for like 2 weeks or something?
Yeah, it's separate. It's separate.
Yeah, so I feel like even if I get banned, it wouldn't be like too long.
No,
Like it's
I
not
guess
permanent.
it's going to be long because I'm not entirely sure actually.
I don't know.
Well, basically it depends. Basically, it
Yeah, it
depends.
depends. It's okay.
But
I don't think I'm
for
big enough.
sake for sake of your channel, I'm not actually big. I'm not actually taking any credit if your channel got banned.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I have faith.
What do you mean it's fine?
What do you mean?
You mean it's fine?
What's my hotkey?
Mean?
Oh, okay. This is my
Oh.
hotkey.
There you go. Find it. Hey.
Oh shit! I fucked it up. Why is
Oh,
it not
God,
turning
I'm
back on?
trying to actually not dying here. Dying on real life. It's just. It just.
Fuck. Wait, what's my
Oh
hotkey?
God.
Ah shit.
I've been up for like what? Almost 17 hours, dude. God.
Go
Damn. Okay.
sleep.
Why would I?
Why would?
Why would I? That's a good question. Why would I?
Show window. What? It is option. Why is it not working?
Oh, you sassy baka.
Sassy bugger. What?
Get away!
Hello? Why is my
outta
hotkey
here.
not working? Fuck.
I basically was close to actually swearing, but I just basically realized that no one actually counteracted in the thing, so I just basically changed it into sassy baka.
Wait, if I minimize the screen. Okay, that also closes. Okay. I think it's fine. If anything shows up, I'll just
Oh,
minimize
God,
the window.
no one actually counteractive the swearing thing.
Oh
Oh.
no! Wait. How many points do I have right now? Oh no! Wait, shit. Is it 2.9k that I need?
No, it's
Oh!
2.2.
Oh! Okay, I can do it.
Ah, yes! Fuck that!
Did it work?
There you go.
Did
Yeah, it worked.
Okay, I can't.
Finally.
Like
Fuck you,
for me, it looks like it didn't go through.
It did go through.
Do you know how long the game takes? I don't know. Let me see.
Oh God! It basically oh God! Guag is the first time I ever to actually use that. So
Oh my
yeah.
god, really?
Uh huh.
Wow.
So I basically losing my mind for like what 10 hours straight maybe.
No swearing
Yeah,
for 10 hours.
Yeah, no, I couldn't swear. I just only swear for like 4 times in the past 10 hours. Oh God, I love torturing myself.
I don't know how long it is. I think it's around maybe like 2 hours. I feel like it's not that long.
2 hours of visual novel? God damn. Okay.
I mean, this game I've already been going on for how long? I woke up at 6, so 2 hours. Yeah.
2 hours. Yeah, basically
2.5 hours.
2 hours. Mm.
I'll speed run it. See if anything bad. What? The guest bedroom was freshly cleaned with. Oh, what did you say?
No, I basically I, I basically I have no clue that if my point battery will definitely make it, because my point battery is kind of dying in like a 7 hours max. So I basically have to actually change to from 3D mode to actually a 2D mode and vice versa.
Yeah.
I kind of hate it.
I only have a PNG now. How long is the delay? Is it still really bad?
I'm not entirely sure actually.
Holy shit! What happened?
What happened?
It's 42 sec. Is that
42? Half of a minute?
there's
God
one guy who has 60
damn.
hours playtime on stream?
Okay.
What?
Check the hours playtime.
I guess if you want like 100%
playtime of what?
completion.
Oh, a fish. Yeah. I mean, basically makes sense.
42 seconds delay? Oh my god, why is it still so slow? Even though everything is running excellent.
Yeah. Don't actually forget. Your first time playing it before playing Terraria. You were playing Greece
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and it lagged out so much that stream basically buffer a lot,
Mhm.
and yeah, it basically increase your stream delay.
But doesn't it get better if I like close it now?
Nope, nope.
So I have to like
Basically a stream delay won't get won't get won't get deducted.
oh my god. So I
So
have to like
yeah,
restart stream.
yeah, you have to actually
Oh my
restart your
god.
stream.
Uh,
No.
wait, actually,
Yeah. Sorry.
so wait, if it's delayed, does that mean that the like when we're talking it's out of sync with what's shown on screen?
Yep. 100%. I mean, basically on my deal between my stream delay and your stream delay, my stream delay is more likely
Okay, so the audio is
in
synced with
into the thing.
what's shown on screen. It's just late than real time. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, if that's the case, then I think it's fine because at least it's still watchable during the VOD, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, if it was like totally out of sync, then that would be unwatchable.
Truly, actually.
Yeah.
Basically, we are actually streaming, and me and you are basically having a real time a calling right now. So basically, on your phone, basically it's still watchable between the game, me and you calling, and you just basically you know uh just reading out that visual novel.
Yeah, yeah. That's okay. We don't have many chatters anyway, and Devlin's in call, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, that's basically true.
Yeah.
But no, not,
Yeah, I'm
never
saved.
mind. No,
Yeah.
it's this.
Yeah, okay. The guest bedroom was freshly cleaned with new linen on the bed and a lit lantern beside it. Fortunately, Lilica had prepared the room well in advance. You did a fine job of preparing the room so far. Thank you, Lilica. Anything for you. I was thinking, tomorrow, if the rain had cleared up, we could open the greenhouse again and have morning tea there. It's been so long since we last used it. By now, a dozen cracks stemmed from a dozen other cracks, filling the entirety of Lilica's world. At any moment, even a breeze would make everything collapse. Didn't we already speak of this? You cannot leave the house. But surely the greenhouse would be safe. No one else uses it, and it is only a few steps from the back door. It is unsafe. You know this. What's gotten into you? Is it because of your friend? I just thought it would be nice to at least sit in the sun. Then you may sit by the window in the dining hall. Is it really so unsafe that even taking a foot outside would be dangerous? Yes. Sophia, I see you're done with the bath. Lilica crossed her arms over her chest, anger already rising in her chest. Were you talking about the greenhouse? Yes, did you see it when you arrived? I did, but it looked as if the plants inside had died. Oh, that's impossible.
I'm just an idiot.
bugger.
I am a absolute idiot.
Big bugger.
Ah!
Oh my god.
I'm such a massive idiot.
What did you do?
I forgot to actually.
Okay. Oh, that's impossible. It's barely been any time at all since the gardeners left. I'm sure the plants inside are more sturdy than that. Well, even if they have died, maybe we could go in and replant some things tomorrow. How wonderful. Have you not heard a single word I said? It is unsafe to do so. Oh. Oh, don't be such a spoilsport. I think it would be perfectly fine. Well, it's getting late now, so I'll leave you to retire. If you need anything, my room is just upstairs, on the left. Good night, Sophia. Poison dripped from her voice as Lilica left the guest room behind. The house had a heart, and that heart was beating to the same rhythm as Lilica's. It was frenzied, on the verge of losing control. It echoed through her head, through the hall, through every corner of the building. Like Morse code, it was as if the house itself was telling her to do something. Get rid of her. Cut out the disease. Protect Amelie. She bit her thumb, pacing back and forth. Amelie will be upset, but Amelie doesn't need anyone else. She has me. She won't be upset for long, and she'll forget. That's right, she'll forget. Her breath hitched in her throat. But what do I do? What do I do? She just won't die. My lady, what am I supposed to do? At that moment, Lilica put her ear to Emily's door, listening intently. How about coming away with me for a while? Away? Outside of the house? What about sickness? Away? Outside of the house? It's okay now, you'll be okay. You could come stay at my house. I could show you around my school. You don't have to go through an arranged marriage if you don't want to. Lilica's hands balled into a fist at her side. You would do that for me? Bye, Devlin. Thanks for being here.
Devlin.
You are my dearest friend, and I actually... You think you can take her away from me? Lilica's balled fist slammed against the door. Each one set a pain shooting up her arm all the way to her shoulder. Inside, the voices went quiet. Destroy her fate. She doesn't belong to you. Lilica? Finally, Lilica snapped out of her daze. At some point, Amelie had left the guest bedroom and was standing in a short distance away from her, looking worried. Instantly, she took a deep breath and composed herself. But her heart still beat as loud as a drum, and the cracks that seemed to be centered around Amelie were still spreading at an increasing rate. It is late. You should retire to your bedroom. Yes, I shall. It's nice having someone else around, isn't it? I feel as if the manor is coming back to life. I hope we see Mother and Father soon. I'm sure we will. Shall I see you to bed? Yes, please. The hallway was darkened, with only a few sconces and candles lit along the way, and Lilica relished in it. On a night like this, long ago in the past, she had sealed her fate along with Emilie's. And tonight, she would seal the fate of yet another person. The two rose up to the grand staircase, side by side. Moonlight drifted in through the stained glass window. This seemed to be the only place free from those cracks. If she squinted, she could almost see it, almost hear it. That head, hitting each step with a loud thunk. Those eyes would never open again to look upon a woman with scorn. That hand would never be raised to leave a mark on a pristine skin. The sound filled her with joy, and the thought of repeating that fateful night left her footsteps light with excitement. Lilica, may I ask you a question? Certainly. Have you ever heard of a woman loving another woman as a woman would love a man? Where did you hear about such a thing? Nowhere in particular. It was just a thought that came into my mind. I think you are overtired because of all the excitement, Emily. I think it is best you get some rest. Yes, all right. Good night, Lilica. Lilica, who was seated on the edge of Emily's bed, stood with unsteady feet. Standing in the doorway, she looked back at Emily. Good night, Emily. Sleep soon. Sleep well. Tomorrow, everything will be better. Lilica stepped out of the bedroom, shutting the door softly behind her. The hall was still dark, with only a few candles to light her descent. It was quiet. Everything was asleep. The eyes that followed Lilica wherever she went were closed. The voices that crept up from between the floorboards were silent. Somehow that only made Lilica more uncomfortable. But that didn't matter. Not now. She knew where she was going and what she must do. She inched closer and closer to that door. The door that held behind it a sickness named Sophia. It was closed tight. Lilica raised her hand, almost as if to knock, but instead pushed it open and entered. Just as the hallway was dark, so was the guest bedroom. The lantern had been blown out only a short while ago. No sound came from the bed. All was still. Lilica crept closer, closer and closer, until she stood over the bed like a shadow. The woman underneath her kept her eyes shut tight. Her face was calm and serene. Lilica couldn't help but smile as her hands wrapped around her fragile, pale neck. Her fingers dug into Sophia's flesh, so soft and easily bruised. Still, she didn't even shift. For some reason, that made Lilica even more furious. But as a young woman named Sophia laid as still as a statue, her mind wandered back to another that had once done the same in this very house. A young woman who had left Emily in Lilica's care, who had only wanted the best for her daughter, had only wanted for her to be happy. The problem is she'll leave. That's the problem, isn't it, my lady? The cold finger slowly unwound from Sophia's throat. That she'll leave and take Emily away. But if she stays, then won't Emily be happy? She'll be so happy. Always. Forever. And then maybe you can... Lilica withdrew from the room in a rush, her feet carrying her faster than they ever had before. Through the hall, up the stairs, and into Emily's bedroom once again. The bed was warm and inviting. Lilica enveloped herself in that heat, wrapping her arms around Emily tightly. So, Lilica? Do you want Sophia to stay here forever? What? She will leave if we don't do anything about it. She'll leave and you'll never hear from her again. That's not true, Lilica. She wouldn't just do that. My dear Emily, I spoke to her just a moment ago. She was already packing up her bags. At that, Emily rubbed at her eyes and sat up. It can't be true. Go check for yourself. Emily, not wasting even a single moment, walked towards her door and peered down. From there, the moon was shining in through the stained glass just right, illuminating the hallway below. In the distance, a shadow could be seen moving. Lilica smiled. See? Lilica picked up a toy doll that still sat on Emily's bed, a relic from the past. Its straw-colored hair almost seemed to stand on end. Don't you want to keep her here? Don't you want her to be like this doll? Keep her here? Right. Your own special doll who will never leave you. Don't worry, I'll make it happen. Just for you. I'll make sure you're happy forever. Go down the hall. To my room, behind the bookcase. Wait for me. Emily's eyes had glazed over as if she wasn't truly there. She stood from the bed and picked up a small black case that rested on her nightstand before leaving the room. It wasn't long afterwards that Lilika followed in her footsteps, just in time to see Sophia ascending the staircase. She walked straight past Lilika, who was smiling happily, and approached Emily's door. As she knocked, the door fell open with a groan. Emily? Are you in there? Are you in here? Emily's waiting for you. From somewhere hidden in the darkness, a fragile melody filled the air. Almost instantly, Sophia turned towards the sound and began to follow. Lilika sped up enough to walk beside her. Isn't this great? You like Emily, don't you? Don't you want to make her happy? She would be ecstatic for you to stay forever. So why don't we help her to be happy forever? She offered no answer. They entered the room together. In the center of the room, surrounded by candles, Emily sat, her skirt fanned out around her. Spread out over the floor were piles of letters. Upon closer inspection, each was filled with words that had been crossed out and signed with yours, Marion. Emily, are you awake? Her eyes were shut tight, yet her hands moved enough to play the sorrowful tune. Please listen to me, Emily. Lilika she isn't... I'm not what? You're going to leave her, aren't you? Lilika shut the door, dragging the heavy lock across. In response, Sophia rushed backwards and tried the handle to no avail. Emily's eyes finally opened, in place of her usual golden eyes with a glare of deep red. Emily, snap out of it! Please, snap out of it! You want to take her away? Emily, please! One at a time, Lilika blew out the candles on the floor. The room was plunged into darkness. Emily fell forward, her body exhausted. Bless you.
Thanks.
It's nice to meet you, Sophia. I'm sure we're going to have a fun time living together. Since you'll be staying with us after all, right? Lilika, could you please... Lilika, could you pass the sugar? Of course, Emily. With a smile, Lilika pushed the sugar across the table towards Emily. She picked up the teaspoon and dropped a single cube of sugar into her tea. Would you like one, Lilika? No, thank you. Just being around you makes my tea sweet enough. Ugh. And you, Sophia? You're awfully quiet today. I'll just give you one. Next to Emily sat Sophia, perfect and pristine. To Emily's eyes, at least. But Lilika saw the truth. Her flesh convulsed and pulsated, and her eyes bellowed from what was once her head. The shape of Sophia was gone, and in its place was mound of a person who used to be. Lilika smiled. You know she likes sugar in her tea. There's no need to ask. You're right. I'm so happy. Sophia, Lilika, you're both so important to me. Thank you for being by my side. Anytime. Isn't that right, Sophia? From now on, it's just the three of us. The three of us. I can play this 2 more times. Why?
Could actually tell that those girls are just basically a pretty psychotic.
Yep.
And also, speaking of doll, that a doll basically remind me of a similar a visual novel game,
Hmm?
basically called Mad Father.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of
you
that.
probably yeah you probably never heard of it, but yeah, it basically what it called a Mad Father.
Hmm. What if I chose not to sever her fate? Look ahead. Man, it's so difficult to like make different voices.
I know it is. I basically wish that I could join, but definitely if you have a better, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Allow her fate, deny her fate. Oh shit, which one did I choose last time? Did I choose allow? She doesn't belong to you. Lilica? Finally, Lilica snapped out of her haze at some point. Shit! Which one did I choose last time? I can't remember. At some point, Emily had left the guest room, looking worried. Oh, I can't skip. Oh, then she noticed something. Someone else walking down the hallway unsteadily. Lilica followed closely behind. Through the darkness, the other person was only a shadow, their features obscured and hidden. The sound of her light steps on the old wooden floorboards mixed in with the rain that was still raging just outside those walls. The kitchen was by the stairwell. That's right, by the stairwell. But aren't you going to the kitchen? But you aren't going to the kitchen, are you? Hand-painted portraits were lined up in rows on either side of the hall. It seemed as if their eyes moved to follow Lilica's every move. Sophia stared up at the grand staircase. She seemed as if she were entranced with each step and every step. They're waiting for you. Those two people, they're calling for you. Go on. Go to them. Sophia's unsteady hand reached for the banister. Her ascent was slow and careful, her eyes fixed on that door. That special door. That room where the maid had met her end and her most hated person rested beside her. That room where she had made a promise to the person she loved. Lilica needed only to reach into that kitchen to procure the item that was waiting for her. Had been waiting for her all this time, since Sophia had arrived. A knife with dark, age stains over the blade and hilt. Long had it sat there, festering, waiting. Desperate for more blood. Like a hunter stalking her prey, Lilica followed behind Sophia, the knife gripped tightly in her hand. The two stood side by side, staring at the door to the master bedroom. It was shut tight, as it had been for countless years. Sophia trembled. With a smile, Lilica reached over to give her arm a squeeze. Go on. You want to know the truth, don't you? You can hear their voices. I'll allow you this much. With a careful motion, Sophia pushed the door open. All at once, countless memories came flooding back of love, hope, of the future, and of death. Sophia disappeared into the dark room, the only light being a candle she carried in her hand. A family of mice ran out from the room and down the stairs. The taste of freedom was oh so sweet for them. More quiet than the mouse that had escaped, Lilica followed Sophia into the room. Wax dripped from the burning candle onto the wooden floor. She trembled as she reached a shaky hand to the bed. And at the same moment, Lilica swung the door closed behind them and the room plunged into darkness. But that darkness didn't matter to Lilica, not to she who knew this room like the back of her hand. Emily? Is that you? Emily isn't here to save you. Sophia's eyes searched the room to no avail. I'm sorry I came in here after you asked me not to. I'll just go now, okay? The pale-haired woman fell back to the bed before she had a moment to react. The yellowed bones of the lord of the manor and the maid rattled underneath her, flesh long deteriorated. Lilika smiled. How long has it been since I last saw myself, truly? What? Ha ha ha! It looks like we're finally meeting, Sophia. With a leg on either side of her, Lilika held Sophia down on the bed, still smiling. She tried to squirm, to run, to escape, to run free. Her eyes were filled with terror. You won't take her away from me. Sophia's scream became a muffled cry before finally extinguishing fully. Finally. My lady, did you see? Are you watching? I've saved her. I've saved Amelie. Only when Lilika tried to stand did she notice it. An aged bone poking out from her stomach. Dark liquid dripped out from around it, a slight frown. With a slight frown, Lilika pulled it free. Ugh. It's okay. It'll be okay. Lilika closed her eyes. I'm just a little tired. I'll just sleep for a bit. Her eyes grew heavy, so heavy. So heavy that the only option would be to sleep at this very moment. How could you do that? Lilika, why? Why? Why would you hurt Amelie like that? Why did you kill Amelie? Ah! Her eyes opened with a start, her heart racing faster than it had ever raced before. The room seemed to be spinning, and her heart throbbing? Then she saw it, lying on the bed between the two skeletons with the body of a young woman. A young woman with long brown hair. Her dress was stained red. Amelie? No, that's not. Who did this? Who? Sophia? Amelie, wake up! Wake! She blinked, and the young woman below her disappeared. In her place, Sophia appeared. The room was still dark. Not even a drop of sunlight peeked through the covered windows. Ha ha ha! What a cruel trick of the eyes. She stepped out from the master bedroom just as Amelie did the same, right next door. Good morning, Lilika. I was just on my way to see if Sophia had awakened yet. Amelie... Sophia disappeared during the night. I believe she went to the same place your parents went. What? That cannot be right. Don't run, Amelie. Amelie dashed down the hall and knocked quickly on the door to the guest bedroom, which fell open with no resistance. Inside, the bedding was disheveled, and her luggage was strewn about. This is not true. She wouldn't just leave without saying goodbye. Dearie me, I'm sorry. I told you it was a bad idea for anyone to visit, didn't I? Oh, Lilika, this isn't fair. I thought she said we would... There. Come here. Lilika wrapped her thin arms around the young woman, gently patting her on the back. See, you shouldn't depend on anyone else. I'm here. I won't ever leave you. Amelie clutched at her back, tears already falling from her eyes. We'll be together forever. Amelie froze in Lilika's arms before pulling back completely. What's happened to your face? My face? Lilika's hands went to her face instantly. Is something wrong? Amelie's expression had darkened, her mouth shut firmly in a line. My face. Pulling a small mirror from her pocket, Lilika finally saw it. A black void of nothingness where her face should have been. What? She turned and ran, down the hall and up the stairs before Lilika could even call out after her. The void seemed to seep out from her very skin, oozing, leaking out from from the wound at her stomach. That disease-ridden hag. Emily, wait! It's okay! Everything will be Lilica's hand that reached out towards Emily fell to her side. At the top of the staircase, in this manner, in the middle of a field, far out in the countryside, Emily stood in an open doorway. A door that hadn't been opened to her in more years than she could truly imagine. And inside, she witnessed a sight she never should have. Her eyes hollow and her body petrified. Sophia. Emily, this isn't... Stay away from me! Her long brown hair cascaded out around her as Emily rushed into her bedroom, slamming the door behind her. Lilica rushed up the staircase, banging her fist against the locked door. Emily, this is all a misunderstanding. She wanted to hurt you. I've saved you. She fell to her knees, her fist pounding on the wooden door. A muffled sob came from it within, then silence. The voice surrounded Lilica, flowing from her wound and wrapping itself around her body. She curled into a ball. The sound of a chair hitting the ground inside the bedroom was the last sound Lilica heard before her eyes closed and she became one with the void. One with the void. Oh man! What other options do I have? There's one more ending.
Ah!
Yeah. What?
Oh god, why is finding simmers so hard? Screw this. Oh, of course.
Okay, allow her fate. She doesn't belong to you. Lilica? Finally, Lilica snapped out of her daze. At some point, Emily had left the guest bedroom and was standing a short distance away from her, looking worried. Instantly, she took a deep breath and composed herself. But her heart still beat as loud as a drum, and the cracks that seemed to be centered around Emily were still spreading at an increasing rate. Wait, I've read this before, haven't I? Okay, here I can't skip anymore. As her hand rested against the door, a sudden pang went through Lilica's cold heart. She is important to you, isn't she? Of course, her words have always been something that have brightened my day. Even if she were to leave? Leave? Well, I believe she'll leave eventually, Lilica. There's little choice, really. All I can do is hope she'll visit again. I see. Good night, Emily. Sleep well. Whatever Emily said in reply was lost in the darkness as Lilica stepped out of the bedroom. Ah, my butt hurts! Ah, fuck.
Check your posture.
Ugh!
Check your posture.
Wait, maybe I'll move to the bed.
Say.
I'll move to the bed because my chair is uncomfortable.
So you're actually grabbing your wall laptop into a bed?
Yeah. Do you
I
not
really wish,
have your laptop in your bed?
Nope.
Damn. Is your
Basically, I only put my laptop in one place and that's it. It basically in there.
Oh, but you have a desktop, right? Not a laptop.
Nope, I don't.
So it's a desktop?
No, it's only a laptop.
Oh, it's a laptop? Okay. Yeah, I take my laptop everywhere.
Not me.
Yeah. As she left the room, she noticed it. A dark shadow stalking through the night, slowly creeping through the hall. Lilika frowned. My lady, you must forgive me. I've rarely seen Emily so happy. But she cannot stay. No, she must leave immediately, and I will make her. She stood on the grand staircase, outlined in the moon's glow. Sophia, you can't see me, can't hear me, but you can sense me, can you not? The shadow paused, her eyes going up the staircase. There she saw a shadow warp strangely across the carpeted steps. You will leave this place immediately, and you will never come back. Lilika? The blonde girl pushed a vase from a step, and it crashed to the ground below, smashing into tiny pieces. Sophia jumped in response, a shiver running down her spine. I won't warn you again. Leave. Slowly and unsteadily, Sophia crept up the stairs until her face was almost close enough to touch Lilika's. Is that you, Lilika? In a small motion, Lilika dropped something from her sleeve. It clattered to the ground at Sophia's feet. She gripped at her shirt even more tightly. This is your last chance. I don't care whether you live or die. This is only a favor to Amelie. As if her nerves had finally got the best of her, Sophia turned on the spot and ran, back down the staircase and into the dark hall. Lilika followed behind her, slamming doors and knocking things down to the ground. Sophia, too scared to even turn around, ran as fast as her legs could take her until she reached the front door. Instead of being locked and closed up tightly, it sat open as if waiting for her to leave. She didn't waste even a single second more. And she was gone. She's gone. Gone! I did it! Amelie, I did it! You did what? Did you... This isn't what it looks like, Amelie. Please, listen to me. Did you force her to leave? No, I'm going after her. Lilika jumped in front of the door, arms spread wide. You can't! Why? It is unsafe to do so. You belong here with me, together. I've had enough of this and that being unsafe. Lilika, either you move to the side or any friendship I thought we had is gone. Lilika wavered. Her arms, which had held such conviction, began to droop. I have always done what's best for you, have I not? All of this time, have I not remained at your side? Please, trust me. I only did what I had to do. So this is what you've decided. Don't come near me again. Emily turned her back to the blonde-haired woman, who dropped to her knees as she watched her leave. Emily... Good night, Lilika. Darkness filled every inch of her brain. A voice screamed out from inside her, mocking her. This isn't right. My lady, this isn't right. Didn't I do the right thing? I let her go. I did her a favor. But Emily is upset. Her lady offered her no answer. Is this punishment for not doing as you wished? Sophia should have died. She should have died. Should have died. Died. But now she is alive, and Emily is angry. In that dark room, all alone, Lilika clutched onto something. Something she kept hidden in a closet, away from any prying eyes. She held it tighter. Its green dress fell apart at her touch. Can't you make this better again? Can't we make her forget? Her forehead fell down and rested against the other person's shoulder. They remained silent, as they had been for many long years. I'm sorry. I'll make it all better. We can make her forget, can't we? Can't we start again? Just like before, we can start again. Lilika stood, placing the skeleton of her lady carefully back in the closet. Keep waiting for me. I promise I'll make everything right again. Let's start again, Amelie. You and me. Forever. Lilica walked into the room. What? You and me forever. What? Why did it go backwards? What'd I do? Lilica walked into the room, holding a tray carefully in her hands. On it sat a teapot and 2 cups. Amelie, I have brought the tea. Excellent. It smells delicious. Amelie smiled brightly, filling Lilica with happiness in return. Lilica, may I ask you something? Of course. I found this letter by the front door. Do you know where it came from? Amelie held out an envelope. The front was blank. How strange. Perhaps it was delivered here by accident? Lilica took it from her and opened it. At the bottom it was signed, Yours always, Sophia. Yes, it seems to be for someone else. I'll mail this back, yes? Thank you, Lilica. I appreciate it. Finished with her tea, Amelie stood first and left the room. Lilica smiled. From under the table, she pulled out a stack of envelopes that seemed to match the one Amelie had given her. And all at once, she threw them in the fireplace. Goodbye, Sophia. Goodbye, Sophia. Is this really okay? What about the future? Should you try again? Sure. The room was dark. Amelie had long gone to bed, leaving Sophia alone in her room. She ducked her head under the covers and
Cam,
pulled...
hydrate.
Huh?
Hydrate.
Oh, thank you, Wolf. Thank you. Ah, I forgot that there's a big delay again. Thank you,
Of
Wolf.
course.
Oh, fuck.
I'm pretty curious if Wolf is actually having a good time at work.
A good time at work? I
Mm-hmm.
doubt.
Having a good time, having a good time.
Okay. She ducked her head under the cover and pulled out her phone, still dead. Sophia clutched it to her chest. What do I do? What exactly is going on here? Ah. Sophia's body stiffened up. Her back was to the door, but her mind screamed not to turn around. Footsteps crept closer, closer and closer until... Stay away from me! Ah! Sophia threw her bedding at the approaching person and jumped to her feet, ready to run. But the person she saw collapse to the ground was not the person she was expecting. Oh my gosh, Emily, I'm so sorry. Sophia knelt down, quickly helping the brown-haired girl to her feet. It's quite alright. I didn't mean to scare you. I apologize. No, it's my fault. I'm too jumpy. I'm glad you're here. I'm really glad you're here. Sophia's arm draped over Emily's shoulder and she pulled her in tight. Emily froze just for a moment before she melted into the embrace. I'm here. But is everything alright? No, I don't think everything is alright. What could be the matter? Emily, my phone died as soon as my cab approached your house. Do you see? She pulled out her phone, showing her the black screen. What exactly is that? My mobile. Emily picked it up curiously, turning it in her hands. You've never seen a phone? What is it used for? For texting, making calls, playing games, those kind of things? Amazing. Emily, what year is it? What year? Why do you ask? Please. 1665, of course. Sophia took a step back from Emily. What is it? Emily, This makes no sense. Lilica, this house, you... Emily, it's 2021. What? Sophia, that's preposterous. Oh my god. She fell back onto the bed, her legs not able to hold her up any longer. Oh my god. Oh my god, Emily, you're not joking. You're really... Are you feeling unwell? Maybe you need to get some rest after all. Emily, please listen to me. Out there, the world has changed. We have phones, cars, computers. We don't need a husband. We don't need permission to buy a house. You can go to school, get a job, do whatever you want. I know I probably sound crazy to you right now, but please, please, I'm telling you the truth. You're trying to tell me that nearly 400 years have passed and I've been stuck here? How would that even be possible? I don't know. Emily, how long have we been writing to each other? Well, I don't know. It's been 5 years. I need to find Lilica. She'll know what's going on here. No, wait! You can't ask Lilica. Why not? I can't see Lilica, Emily. I haven't seen her once. But she's been here from the start. I've only seen you in this house. Emily, something is going on within this house that has kept you stuck here, and I think she's the one that has done it to you. That can't be true. Then why don't we find out together? How? The master bedroom. Lilica was the one who said you couldn't enter, wasn't she? Please. Sophia reached out her hand carefully. Emily stared at it, unsure, before deciding to take it. I don't understand what's going on, but I trust you. Let's go. The hall was still dark, with no signs of Lilica anywhere. If she appears, then tell me, okay? Okay. Hand in hand, the two walked quickly through the hall and up the staircase. They stood in front of the master bedroom side by side. Their hands were sweaty. No matter what's in there, I'll be by your side, okay? Emily offered no words, instead just squeezing Sophia's hand, gently. And at that, Sophia pushed the door open. And just like the rest of the house, the room was dark and quiet. Only the moon shining from the dirty window guided the two in. It smelled musty, as if they were in a tomb, only just uncovered, not a bedroom. They crept closer and closer to the bed. It was surrounded completely by the canopy, keeping whatever was inside hidden. With a shaky hand, Sophia reached towards the light velvet. At once, the truth came into view. Emily gasped and almost fell to her knees, but Sophia's hand kept her steady. I'm sorry, Emily. But they left. They left only a few weeks ago. It looks like they've been gone for a very long time. Emily, I know this is hard to believe. I find it just as hard to believe as you do. Please, we have to leave this house, now, before Lilica finds us. She knew. I think that you've been bound to this house by her. We need to find a way to leave. Okay. The two only got halfway down the stairs when Emily grounded to a halt. Sophia turned to look at her, eyes wide in surprise, only to see that Emily's expression was one of immense fear. Lilica, what are you two doing out of bed? Lilica, So you went in there? She nodded upstairs. You lied to me. Only to keep you happy. Happiness with lies as their foundation isn't true happiness. And why not? We've been perfectly happy here for longer than you've even existed, and you come along and I'm sorry, Emily. I'm so sorry. Lilica burst into tears, wiping at her eyes with her sleeve in a desperate attempt to stop them from overflowing. Lilica. Wait, Emily, don't! Emily took a step towards Lilica as if to comfort her. Please don't leave, Emily. Can't we stay here together? Emily, she's lying to you. She wants to keep you trapped here. Please. But, please. Emily! Sophia pulled on Emily's arm, forcing her to turn to face her. Emily's eyes were filled with confusion. I know you two have been together for a long time. I know I can't compete with that, but I want to give you the life you deserve. You deserve to be free, to live, to experience everything you've missed out on. Not to be stuck in time here forever. And the truth is, Kissy! We get a kiss scene! Whatever words were coming next were lost before they were even spoken as Sophia leant forward and placed a gentle kiss against Emily's lips. The cries from below extinguished in an instant as Lilica watched on in horror. But just for a moment, the rest of the world melted away, and all that existed were the two of them. Amelie and Sophia. Amelie closed her eyes. The sensation was new and foreign, yet not unwanted. Butterflies were let loose in both of their stomachs. Where they connected, heat spread throughout their bodies. And then Sophia pulled away. The truth is, Amelie, I've liked you for a very long time. And even if you don't like me back, I want to help you. I want to help you live again. Amelie, don't listen to her. Oh, okay. A decisive smile came to Sophia's lips. She had no time to dwell on the sudden kiss, nor her confession that would usually make her feel so nervous she'd be sick. All she had time for was to escape. Her eyes went down the hall where an enraged Lilica stood in their path. The windows were bolted down, unable to be opened. There was nowhere at all to escape. That is, except... Do you trust me? I do. Sophia didn't need any more of a confirmation. With Amelie in hand, she turned, ran, and jumped. The glass shattered as the two girls hit it hard. They fell, surrounded by the shards, until they hit the ground below. The moon shone from high above, shielded away by a storm that never seemed to end. Amelie, are you okay? Yes, I think so. Sophia rushed to Emily's side, quickly helping her to sit up. Side by side, they looked up at the remains of the stained glass window. Lilica stood, completely still. I can see her. I'm sorry, Lilica, but... Lilica just shook her head. She grasped at her throat with her hand and her lips moved, but no sound came out. Giving up, she looked at Amelie, holding eye contact. Her expression wasn't angry anymore. It was just sad. She lifted her hand and waved, a slow and small motion before she crumbled to dust in the wind. It stopped. Lilica. It seems it wasn't you bound to the house by her, but the other way around. What am I meant to do now? Amelie, you're free. You can do whatever you wish. Sophia, exhausted once again, wrapped her arms around Amelie, who returned the gesture almost immediately. There, they embraced under the now free moon. In this manner, in the middle of a field, far out in the countryside, a curse was broken. A young woman freed. What her future held wasn't certain. After all, the future never is. But she made her decision on that fateful night. To trust in the future, to trust in herself, no matter what. Hey! True ending! Nice, that was fun.
Hello.
Yeah?
Christ. Discord.
What happened? Were you away all that time?
No. I was asking that did you actually got a good ending?
Yeah, I got the good ending.
Yay!
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 Oh, there's still more.
Oh,
Emily, I'm back from my
there's going to
class.
be a
What?
yeah. There's going to be a bad ending. What was it?
I feel like I've gotten a lot of bad endings already.
Oh, I see.
Sophia, quick, come here. Is something the matter? No, look. Emily had held a phone screen up to Sophia, who just laughed in response. You got a 5-star character in that game you like? Isn't it amazing? All I had to do was insert the numbers on that card you gave me. Oh no!
What happened?
She wasted money on a game.
Wait! Oh my God! What?
Good job.
I thought someone play a sound alert, but my God, I got raided. Hello, Raiders.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Hello, Raiders.
Uh, hello, Raiders. Welcome to Terraria. I'm basically here with my friend called Cam Things. But yeah,
Hi, welcome.
thank you for the a good stream. Then basically good. Hello, Raiders. God, I was.
Hello, thank you for
I
being
need to
here.
actually rest. Yeah, I need to actually rest. I didn't
Oh
even
yeah,
sleep
yeah,
for
you should actually go rest.
hours. I didn't even rest for 18 hours. I'm just aiming for 24-hour stream.
Yeah, we got wait. No, we still have half an hour before 24 hours.
I know, but
It's
yeah.
okay, you can go
I
rest. You
haven't
can go
even
rest.
sleep for 18 hours.
Yeah.
No.
What?
No, I'm not tired yet.
Oh, not yet. Okay.
No, I'm not tired. I was tired. I was
Okay.
like tired 5 hours ago.
5
But now
hours ago.
yeah,
Wow.
I was like super tired 5 hours ago. But now I'm going in.
Wow.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Also, yeah. My friend actually started a fundraising, and if you guys could spare a penny, you guys could go into the QR code that is on the top left corner on the screen. To
Yeah,
actually
thank
help my
you.
friend
Thank you
out
for the support.
with a fundraising on her comic. We'll be
Yeah,
meeting
if
a
you
lot.
guys like reading, go check it out.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Because it's check it out. Oh God, that was. I didn't even I didn't even paying like I didn't even pay attention, and then I just like, wait, someone is trolling again. But when I look at at the chat, I got rated.
Yeah,
I was
nice.
like, wait, what?
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, I got an ad. Wait.
Got an ad on where?
on your
Oh,
on your
my
stream.
Oh. God damn it!
Get
ad.
those ad money.
1 penny over me. Gotta love
Raid,
those
raid,
pennies.
raid. Good, good.
I smell pennies.
I smell pennies.
Yep.
The future is truly astounding. I will talk about it later. Oh, what's this? I'm not sure. It was slipped under the door while you were out. A plain white envelope sat on the coffee table. Nothing on it identified who sent it or who it was addressed to. With little concern, Sophia opened it and pulled out a letter. But the words may as well have been a different language, as she could not read them. Her eyes went straight to the name at the bottom of the page. Yours, Lilica. What? We don't get to see what the letter said? Oh, come on. I didn't even fucking save once.
Save what?
Save my game. I didn't save my game once.
then you should do it right now.
No, it's okay. I already finished it. I beat it. Ayy. I got the good ending.
Yay!
Yay.
Good